Uncanny Avengers Ultron Forever, issue 1. It is the movie variant. This was a series of Avengers issues where they would do a connecting series of covers, all depicting different Avengers characters fighting Ultrons to commemorate the Age of Ultron Avengers film. This one, now these variants at the time that they came out, I believe they were like 1 in 20s, 1 in 25s, so they're around like the $20 range. Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry. Take slide those two from the top because just the glare's hitting.
The glare's too bad?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You got the spots.
Yeah.
Got backwards in my head.
All right. There's that one. All right. Cool. Yeah, so it's a very fine near mint. It's $15. The reason why it's maintained some of its value and interest is obviously it's Elizabeth Olsen, who anyone who's been paying attention to the WandaVision series has really kind of solidified her place in the Avengers or MCU pantheon. I like the fact that a lot of there's only been one so far, but definitely in terms of what they're spotlighting going forward, it's interesting that they're beginning to elevate second or third tier characters for obvious reasons, a la your main tier characters. Is only so long you can keep those actors wrapped up and connected to the role. But, Scarlet Witch has become very integral, if not one of the main important pieces of Phase 4 MCU.
Does Elizabeth Olsen play Scarlet Witch?
Yes. The good Olsen. The
quality Olsen.
Yeah, not the twin. And she's much taller than her sisters.
No offense to the other Olsens.
They're very well. Oh, I'm pretty sure they're not watching.
You never know.
They're billionaires. Yeah.
And
they can.
What else are they doing?
They'll watch the Sotheby's auction.
They're not working. Yeah, the two of them are watching Sotheby's.
Yeah, that's true. Real quick, before we move on to anything else, I just want to make people aware of two very particular spotlight issues that we're going to have displayed throughout the show tonight. Those two are Ghost Rider #1 from 1973, I believe, and Spider-Woman 1 from 1978. Ghost Rider we have priced at $200. It is a very good plus grade. It is also the first appearance of Damian Hellstrom, the son of Satan, which is why not only does Ghost Rider as a character have a lot of relevance and staying power, but the son of Satan himself has recently had a Hulu TV series. I have no idea if it's any good or not. Don't hold me to that. But, he is in the public consciousness at the moment. And this is his first appearance, and he first shows up by visiting his mother, because I guess he's a mama's boy, because he's very neglected by his father. I would imagine if your father was Satan, you wouldn't get that much attention. And that's a who's the writer and art?
Gary Friedrich.
Oh, is that Gary Friedrich?
Yep.
Was I wrong about Spider-Woman on the last show? Who wrote Spider-Woman?
Marv Wolfman.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay. So the Ghost Rider #1 is Gary Friedrich, and the artist is
Tom Sutton.
Tom Sutton?
Tom Sutton, yeah.
Tom Sutton. Why is that name familiar?
He did Ghost Rider #1. I mean, he's a Bronze Age guy.
Yeah. He'll be like Mike Zakowski, and suddenly everyone will tell me everything he's ever done. And
he's like Gil Kane.
Yeah, he's like Gil Kane.
It's a Gil Kane cover. There you go.
It is a Gil Kane cover. That's cool. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be? So right now this book is hot. Now, admittedly, for everybody who wants to argue semantics and temporal anomalies, was it hotter before the Hellstrom's show, or is it hotter after? I don't know, but it's a book that is going to maintain its value. Ghost Rider is not going anywhere, people, and the book's not getting any younger, that's for sure. So again, that is a very good plus grade, priced at $200. The one right next to it is Spider-Woman #1. Now, this is written by Marv Wolfman, illustrated by Carmen Infantino, with a cover by Joe Sinnott, I believe. If I'm not pronouncing his name right, I apologize, but please.
I was thought it was
I'm not.
Sinnott or
Sinnott.
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 Joe Sinnott.
Sinnott. Yeah, he really recently passed away, so it'd be really nice if we actually knew how to pronounce his name. But I'm pretty sure he'll forgive us in the afterlife. He's got bigger concerns. Spider-Woman number 1, 1978. No, it is not her first appearance. Her first appearance was actually Marvel Spotlight 32.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Wow, I remember some things. But this is the issue that really gets into her origin. For anyone who was cursed enough to watch our show before the experience, I got a little bit into her origin and the kind of not controversy, but she's got 2 different origins now, and they all argue. They're all trying to retcon each other. This one is a lot weirder. This is the one where the High Evolutionary, to save her life, ends up introducing spider DNA into her body and completely changes her and gives her superpowers and stuff like that. She was also left on suspended animation. So despite the fact that she was actually born during the Depression era America in the 1930s, she wasn't reanimated out of suspended animation until the 70s. Now, I'm not gonna belabor the point too much, but there's a lot of did Hydra actually make her a secret agent and gave her a bunch of false memories, and that's all her weirder origin stuff? Or is the Hydra stuff really just something that Bendis was really into, but Marvel has not really kind of retconned since? I don't know. As we all know, these characters all have very, let's call them mercurial origins. And at any point, something can be retconned out, something can be reintroduced, whatever the case may be. But it doesn't change the fact that you were still looking at an iconic Bronze Age Marvel issue, Spider-Woman number 1. And as we learned from a few people in the chat, thank you very much for watching us earlier. We have learned that Spider-Woman, there's some heat on this issue, primarily because if we're being honest, all right, Disney and Marvel, at some point, until they have a true bomb on their hands, until they're truly start to lose money on these properties, almost all of these characters are going to get like a Disney Plus show or show up in a movie or something along those lines. Spider-Woman is no different, especially, and again, I'm not trying to, some people argue that it's pandering and stuff like that. I personally believe that diversity in media is very important. And I think a lot of these corporations, they're not doing it because it's the right thing to do, but they're doing it because there's money to be made. And an adult female Spider-Woman, I mean, the check writes itself. I mean, you already have Spider-Gwen out there. Why not bring Jessica Drew into the fold? An iconic costume. I'd be surprised if they actually maintained it in any kind of media adaptation, but here's hoping. Anyway, that copy over there, we have graded it a very fine, and we're selling it tonight for $60.
There's a Spider-Woman series going right now.
A Spider-Woman series, like comic-wise, or TV?
There's a current series going.
Yeah, right. Yeah. She's got a new costume.
Yeah.
She's, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's her second new. Like, she got a new costume before that.
She got with the.
It was like she had a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a jacket.
She was a little more hip.
Yeah, much more hip, and then she got pregnant.
Yeah.
And then got a different costume.
Well, yeah, she got that maternity costume.
What does that say about, like, why are they constantly giving her new costumes?
That's because they think the way to rework a character is to give them a new costume.
That's a good point. In fact,
they say, "Oh, let's dress her up in a different outfit."
Yeah, that's very true.
And people buy it for like the first couple issues, and that's why she's got 15 series.
Yeah, it's a very good point. In fact, aren't they planning on giving Spider-Man a new costume?
I believe so.
I believe so. And if I'm aware, I think what's the most recent issue is 59. I believe there's a lot of like speculation. And so a lot of people have been expecting issue 61 of Amazing Spider-Man to be the introduction of the new costume. But as anyone who's read comics and has kept up with the algorithm that Marvel and DC do in regards to cameos and first full appearances and cover appearances and all that kind of stuff, most likely, if you want to get your hands on the first appearance of the new costume, I bet you it's the next issue. It's issue 60. They'll introduce the costume probably in the last page or two. And then in issue 61, He'll be in full costume in the cover and all that kind of stuff.
Mr. Hunter is absolutely right.
Okay, all right.
His new suit is not the best. It's not my favorite style. I saw a picture of the new suit and it's not what I expected.
What's it look like?
It looks like it's from like 1992.
Really?
Yeah, like it looks like a Scarlet Spider kind of era, but like with like real wild colors.
Okay.
Like, it's just not.
Is anyone in the chat reading the Amazing Spider-Man? Like, organically speaking, does it feel like it's time for a new costume?
Yeah, like I don't see. I mean, it's kind of gaudy.
It's gaudy.
Yeah, like it doesn't fit. It doesn't look like a Spider-Man costume.
But do you think we're about to live in the Roaring 20s 2.0, and so in a way you could argue Spider-Man is ahead of the curve in terms of gaudiness? Maybe Spider-Man, that's his flapper costume.
You think we're going that way?
Why not? I mean, we're coming out of a pandemic. We're about to enter into some really nasty economic conditions. There's a lot of people making a ton of money lately while other people aren't.
Mr. Hunter is.
Mr. Honey's
Mr. Williams is.
Mr. Williams, are you roaring? Is when he says I am?
I don't know.
Okay? All right. Sometimes we need more context in regards to our
Peter Davis, Captain Marvel's. Yeah, silver, green, and blue.
Wait, Spider-Man's costume is colored silver, green, and blue?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Over under, and then maybe in a few months we'll be able to figure it out. Over under. How many issues does he actually keep this costume? Like an arc, few issues.
No, because it'll be another Spider-Man. That suit's gonna be around because people are gonna like it.
Yeah, they'll get an action figure.
They're doing. What's the new movie's gonna have all the Spider-Man in it?
Spider-Man 3?
Is that what it is? I know one of the
Marvel live action movies, one or the cartoon?
No, one of the Marvel movies is supposed to have everybody's from all the previous Spider-Man movies. It's like
it's
like the Spider-Verse.
I'm pretty sure. Is that still rumor? I'm pretty sure the only people who have actually been confirmed is Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx as Octopus and Electro. I don't know if the other Spider-Man. In fact, didn't Tom Holland just come out and say that it's not going to happen?
Somebody let me know.
Yeah, let us know. We don't know what's going on. You people know more than we do.
Let's say.
Just so we're clear, you definitely know more than we do.
I mean, I'm basing all of what I'm saying off of customers coming in during the week and telling me things.
Oh,
so I have no idea.
So, okay, with that in mind then, can you tell me the entirety of the plot of the entire Flash series and everything that happens? Because I'm pretty sure you know everything that has ever happened in the Flash show, and yet have never watched an episode.
I'm not a big fan of the shows.
No?
And I have not ever watched an episode of the show.
Yeah.
But I do get to hear about quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a few, yes.
People will let us know. That's very short, especially
very,
Al.
very unsolicited. But I appreciate everybody stopping in. So, Mr. Hunter says 6 or 7 issues.
That's his.
That's his guess.
Mr. Hunter, you got to give us a true over/under. Is it 6 or is it 7? And then we'll go from there. I'm going to take.
It's confirmed. Mr. Williams confirmed it. Tom Holland says no more Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Appreciate it. So it's been confirmed. We got the inside scoop, as they say.
What's everybody's favorite Spider-Man costume? What's your favorite Spider-Man costume?
My favorite Spider-Man costume?
What costume?
The original.
The original?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't like the black one?
I mean, of course. I like the black one. The Spider-Man 2099 is really nice. Miles' costume is really cool. There's actually been a lot of really interesting costumes. I'm not a huge fan of the Scarlet Spider costume with the weird blue hoodie and the no sleeves. That's too much of a Snyder kind of outfit. I'm trying to think there's that weird period where it was where the fake Peter kind of put on his own suit. That was okay, but no, the original.
Clone era?
It was during the Clone era, yeah.
Nah.
No, I mean, it's some of these suits are just beyond iconic. I mean, the Spider-Man's original suit, Flash's original suit, the original Superman. I mean, these are just...
Which Flash? Golden Age?
Oh, no. Barry Allen.
Okay.
Barry Allen, Silver Age.
You don't like the pot on the head? The Super Bowl?
No.
The Super Bowl hat that stays on.
What is that? A throwback to like old World War One?
Yeah, it's like
Like British helmets.
I can't think of it. What are they called?
Wasn't there a term for it?
There's a term for it.
There was a term for it that we won't remember, and if we keep talking, trying to remember it, it's never going to
just-
happen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not at all.
Everybody's left already.
Well, what do you expect?
Lisa would love to see Spider-Man in a Batman look. Well, thank you, Lisa. We'll do what we can. We'll try.
Time out. So, is it Spider-Man just wearing a Batman outfit, or like is it a mixture of Batman and Spider-Man's suits together?
Maybe she just wants to see Spider-Man with Batman's money.
Ooh, that's good. That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, cute little Peter with a lot of money.
Like
Yeah.
cute little Peter. Huh.
I could see a lot of women being into that.
We got some info about Peter.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
The date will reveal it. TBD.
TBD? I don't know what you're talking about.
That issue you found about the history about Parker when he was a kid.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. How did I already forget
I
that?
have no idea.
Oh, I cannot wait. Not tonight, but one day, we're going to pull out a comic book, a Spider-Man comic, that is going to change how you think about Peter Parker. All right?
So Mr. Hunter says the original.
The original.
So
the
you
original
got,
suit.
I mean, the originals, yeah, with the Okay.
Stone Cold Classic.
But he says 2099 was a Death's Head Halloween costume and it worked.
That's actually kind of funny.
I like
A
it.
Death Said kind
It's a
of.
good. It's a,
It is
I mean,
a
it
good one.
works.
Well, the one thing I never understood about the 2099 costume is what's with the weird, like, blades, thorns? What is that?
That's like the Batman, like the fins.
But was it to allow him to, like, glide or something like? Wasn't there some goofy explanation?
Oh,
Oh God, I love when they come up with these goofy explanations to explain certain like design elements of these costumes. Like, have you ever truly looked at the webs under Spider-Man's armpits, his little web pits? Would those really help, like a 200-pound man to glide? I mean, just let him fly. I mean, by the way, how can Peter Parker create web shooters and not create like little, like, I don't know, rocket ankles?
Rocket ankles.
Rocket
He
ankles.
didn't need him. He could stick to the wall.
Yeah, but
He
you
could
know,
jump like a spider. Couldn't he jump really high sometimes?
true. But I mean, if you're gonna have your little like web pit gliders, why not have some propulsion?
Mr. Hunter thinks that's part of his arm.
That there's propulsion, that there's
No,
rockets.
That the nasty, the webbing under his arm is like his pit.
Oh, he actually thinks it's his actual like
If I'm-
armpit hair.
If I'm reading his
Well, if
his
you look,
comment correctly,
if you look at the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, where technically he had organic web shooters,
okay.
and then there's an allusion towards puberty, and any young boy has realized that they sweat a lot. So maybe you could argue that his web pits were in fact true organic sweat production that just kind of, you know, just filled out under his armpit. I don't know. What am I talking about?
We're Batman. He was talking about the Batman spice. That's part of his arm.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Took a
Okay.
turn there.
All right.
Lisa would like this, and then we'll get back to books. I want to give everybody, because everybody's tuning in. Lisa would like a more of a Adam West style Spider-Man. So like the Spider-Man the Broadway show.
Oh my God. Do you remember?
That's what she wants, a homespun Spider-Man.
Do you remember how much of a poop show that Broadway show was? Like, did they ever actually get a performance off without somebody almost killing
I
themselves?
don't think so. I mean, wasn't it like they opened way too early?
Something like that.
And
And
then
like,
they just didn't care.
and like every actor who played Spider-Man almost like fell out of the rafters and broke his neck or got strangled by his rigging equipment.
Quite a few people perished.
Right. People died, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad
I
enough.
like the first night, somebody just got suspended in the air and they had to like stop the show. Or they just went on with the dude like floating in the middle. Now I don't know if that's true. That's like one of those, I heard it on the radio probably.
Well, hey, how about this? At least they were able to pull off a Spider-Man Broadway show. Because let's not forget, back in the late 70s, early 80s, they had every intention of doing a Captain America Broadway show.
That could have been amazing.
They had advertisements in comic books of Captain America doing a two-step.
Like
asking for little girls to...
like ABBA style.
Yeah, that was awesome. Weird.
That would be kind of cool.
They're probably better than the Italian Red Skull and the Captain America who only rides around on a motorcycle.
That was the best.
Was it the best?
It was the best. It was Captain America on the big screen in a VHS thing, on the TV screen.
Oh, I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure it never aired on an actual big screen.
Not an actual big screen.
Okay. Like I'm pretty sure it went straight to like Prism.
Probably like a 32-inch screen.
Wow, you had a really big TV when you were growing up. 32 inches. Man, if I had like bigger than a 14-inch, I was very happy. You know, I'm talking about a hoagie.
Superman had Superman had a Broadway show in 1966. Shout out to Zanin in the chat.
Really? Hey, Zanin. Wait, Zanin's in the chat?
Zanin is in the chat.
No way. You know what? That should be a phrase that's like whenever society is breaking down, you send out the code, Zanin is in the chat. And we all know to go underground. Like that's the signal.
That's going to be the get to the chopper.
Yes.
That's how it gets to the chopper.
It's liberal Red Dawn.
For when the never mind.
You had a nice experience with the chopper this summer, didn't you?
I had an experience. It was not as enjoyable as it could have been.
It wasn't pleasant?
Not at all. Not at all.
If anyone's ever curious about Al's helicopter experience, look up Philadelphia in June of 2020. Type in Philadelphia, June 2020 helicopter and see what happens.
For reference, it was the same night that somebody who was in charge held Bible upside down.
You mean
that happened later that evening?
Okay. Because
for a photo, somebody posed with a Bible upside down.
Oh, that's right.
We don't really need to talk about him anymore.
No. I wonder how difficult it is to learn how to hold a book correctly, especially if you've never actually read one. I wonder how difficult that must be.
I mean, if you don't put any effort into it and you don't even try, then
and I guess if you have no shame,
you don't even care.
Yeah, who cares, right? Yeah. Good point. All right. So with that said, what kind of book do we want to do? Let's do a couple real quick. We'll stick with the first row. Here we have, this is anyone who's not aware, recently, this Department of Truth. This is the first issue. This is the Jenny Frison variant. It's a very fine near mint. We have it here at $8. There's been a bit of there's a buzz about it. They're going to make a series. They're going to make a movie. I don't know. But we've definitely talked about Department of Truth on the show before. So for anyone who's not familiar, the basic concept is that every conspiracy that has ever been talked about, mentioned, is real, and some guy is going to spend his life trying to find out why. So there we go. So just in case you don't know, this Department of Truth, number one, it's got some heat around it. Speaking of heat, there's nothing hotter than Star Wars lately. This is Star Wars Invasion number one, very fine near mint. We have it here at $15. Now, I believe Invasion takes place post Return of the Jedi, and I believe it's a little after what is referred to as the Zahn trilogy with Admiral Thrawn, and it introduces Luke with his little Jedi school, and he's got Han Solo and Leia's two twins involved in that school. Well, Luke and those two twins, they play a role in this Invasion series. Look, it even says, "It's not your galaxy anymore, Luke Skywalker." I don't know what they're trying to imply to him. But there's Luke, being Lukish.
You read those Zahn books?
Oh, God, I love them.
That was like...
No, they were the best. Like, if you really, truly, at a different period in the time between 1983 and when did Force Awakens come out? 2016 or whatever. Yeah, the Zahn trilogy was episode 7, 8, 9. Like it worked perfectly.
Does it tie into to any of the other media at all? Like the shows or the movie? Like even now, does it?
Well, it's the first introduction of Admiral Thrawn, who will become a bigger and bigger character. He's obviously popping up in the comic books. He appeared in the Rebels cartoon. He's solidified now as a legit, bar none, like Star Wars character. Yeah, like people know who Admiral Thrawn is.
Is one of the twins the Adam Driver character?
No, they completely, when they did Force Awakens and all that kind of stuff, they completely got rid of the whole Han Solo and Leia having twins. And then they were Jedi sensitive and all that kind of stuff. And they went more for the one child.
What would you do to Adam Driver?
What would I do to Adam Driver? I would hug him, and I would nibble on his earlobe.
You ever watch John Oliver?
No.
Oh.
Well, what's the joke?
He's got like some weird obsession with Adam Driver.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, does that explain why, like, there was an episode of John Oliver where Adam Driver sent him a video telling him to, like, cool
leave
it?
him alone, yeah.
Okay.
He gets, like, really, like, far more graphic than I can get on this show about what he would do to Adam Driver.
For real?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so strange because, like, a lot of people's relationship with Adam Driver is still imprinted upon his character from the show Girls.
Okay.
Where he almost sexually assaults. And you know how, like, fandom is. If a character does it, then the actor must also want to do it. So Adam Driver's gotten a little heat at different times because he played a character who might be, let's call him, complicated.
You know, Sam Jackson got heat for, what was it, Django?
Oh, yeah.
He got a lot of heat for it, and he was just like...
He's like, I'm an actor.
He was like, I don't understand. It's my job.
Yeah. I mean, does everyone think that Anthony Hopkins is a serial killer that likes to eat people with fava beans and a nice, what is it?
Chianti.
Chianti.
Nice
That's
Chianti.
it. A nice Chianti. I mean, come on. They're acting.
Do you know if Thrawn will be live action?
I would not be surprised if at some point. Again, anyone who didn't, like, if you watched Mandalorian Season 2 and you saw who shows up at the very end of that series, at that point, Disney is telling you nothing's out of the realm of possibilities. At that point. Did you see? You never watched Mandalorian, right?
Mandalorian I have not seen.
Okay, all right.
No.
Generally speaking, if you're somebody who's a fan of Star Wars growing up, but maybe in the past few years, stuff hasn't really, the fandom is so toxic. It's so gross.
Everybody seems to love that.
But The Mandalorian is awesome. It really does, like, it brought me back. Like, I wanted nothing to do. I wanted to keep my love of the original trilogies. I wanted to keep that kind of to myself. I never wanted to talk to anybody ever again about Star Wars. It really does just weirdly bring out the worst in people. Which I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be fun.
It used to be fun. It used to bring people together.
It used to be fun to talk about.
Yeah, but we live in a very world of conflict. What's up?
This is a very fine near mint.
Oh, we're talking about Detective Comics 526. That is technically speaking considered the 500th appearance of Batman in comic books. Now, just so we're clear, I don't know. I'm pretty sure when they say the 500th appearance, they mean that in a Batman title, a la Batman Detective, maybe World's Finest, stuff like that. If he showed up in Justice League or something, I don't think that counts. But anyway, the big thing in terms of continuity of this issue, it's the death of Jason Todd's parents. I believe there's a... Is this the issue in my notes where Bob Kane did the pinup, or is that the...
Yes. Oh,
he did. Okay, so it was like one of the last times Bob Kane ever actually drew Batman in regards to being published. He could have drawn Batman every time he went to the bathroom, for all I know.
So it's his 500th appearance in Detective Comics.
Oh, in Detective. Oh, yes, that makes sense, because he was introduced in 27. This is 526. Again, I'm not a smart man. What do I know? Yeah, so anyway, for anyone who's interested, that is...
thank you. So, thank you to Mr. Barucci.
Mr. Barucci, all right.
Now he has 11 copies.
Nice. Does he really have 11 copies?
I've never known Mr. Barucci to lie to me before.
Oh, okay. So he said he reiterated.
He says I have over 11 copies. Well, you haven't paid for it yet, so.
But out of curiosity,
we'll see.
what is it about the issue that like attracts you to kind of like have multiple copies? Was it an important issue when you were younger? Is there something significant about? I'm just out of curiosity. I'm always fascinated why we've known a few people over the years who like Terrell who used to work here. Every time he sees a Black Lightning #1, he buys it, and yet he has multiple copies of it.
Guess who's in the chat? Guess who just jumped in the chat?
Terrell.
There you go.
Speak of the devil.
Where's his Hot Topic bag?
Oh, your Hot Topic bag? It's in the trash. Did I not send you a text? I guess I didn't.
What was the Hot Topic bag? From
Contrail, Hall of Fame Fat Jacks employee. He's a legacy now because his beautiful eldest daughter is now here working at Fat Jacks with us on Saturdays, Talia. Somebody who Al had no idea where her name originated from.
Nope.
Because, Al runs into tons of Talias. But anyway, so Talia brought in a bunch of comics that her father, Trell, wanted to donate to us. And the moment I got his Hot Topic bag, I took the comics out. I looked at the bag and I said, he's a Cowboys fan. He's a Celtics fan. He doesn't deserve to have a Hot Topic bag. I mean, what? Is he 50 now? Is he? Are you 50, Tro? Are you? What do you need a Hot Topic bag for?
You can't say that. We can't say that.
Am I blowing up a spot?
You can't.
All right. Okay. So 30-year-old Trell, you don't need your Hot Topic bag back. But if you do need it, we have it for you.
Is this still? Oh, no, I have it over here.
No, the Detective Comics.
This has everyone. The Joker, the Penguin, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, all of the Batman villains, Killer Croc, and it's a Don Newton, who is the most underappreciated artist of all time.
Ah, thank you, Mr. Barucci. All right, that makes sense.
Interesting.
It's a who's who of a single issue. It's kind of like how I really loved. I can't think of the comic now. Oh, the Contest of Champions, because everybody was in it.
Do you have an issue of something that you have multiple copies of?
No. I can't think of any issue that I would have multiple. Do you? And just so we're clear, when we're talking about multiple copies, we're talking about not a first issue and you have 4 different variant covers of it.
No, like something like the Black Lightning or the Detective, where it would be you would buy every time you see it.
No. Yeah, I wish I could say maybe the few issues that I would say are so expensive that I would never be able to afford to buy it the first time, let alone a second, third, fourth time.
I do have like multiple printings of things.
Of like what?
Of like Preacher. Like
really?
I have that I have it in comic form. I have it in hardback. I have soft.
Okay, yeah. I guess. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff like that too.
I do buy things multiple times, just not necessarily issues.
Right. Okay, that's valid. Yeah, like certain series I have, I've definitely. I'm buying all those Hellblazer collections, and yet I have every single issue of Hellblazer.
Yeah, If those weren't available, maybe we would be having a different conversation.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think we're about ready for a commercial.
Did somebody just say they have 15 copies of Thundercats #1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, on that note, I guess we'll go to a commercial.
Before we go to a commercial, can we hold this up to see if Tina in the chat is looking at? And Mr. Barucci says she can have it because he's happy with 10 copies.
Excuse me as I just try to get this Mylar is very reflective. So just so we're clear, there's almost every villain in the Batman Rogue Gallery hanging out back there. You got your Penguin, your Joker, your who's the villain who's like the top hat guy who has he's got a little monocle and stuff, but he's invisible. Gentleman Ghost, because Gentleman Ghost I think is in there.
That's a good one. I don't
know. Yeah. You got your Two-Face. You got your Black Mask over there. Yeah, but there we go. Detective Comics. This is actually a really gorgeous copy. I was really excited when I found this. I had no idea where this came from and why we didn't have it. Nice square-bound spine. It's actually really nice.
There you go. 500th appearance of Batman in Detective Comics.
Yeah. Newton and Dick Giordano.
Gentleman Ghost. You were correct.
Gentleman Ghost. All right, I was correct. Nice.
And we're good on a commercial, so we'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Scarecrow, Two-Face, the Riddler, Batgirl.
Holy shit.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Copies.
Yeah.
I
mean, I do. If there's like a $4 one and a $9 one.
Yeah, just put it in better. Oh, we're back. Okay. I really wish we were having a more interesting conversation than about why people don't put in better copies in the back issues than the beat up copies that they're leaving there.
That's what we talk about here in the comic world.
Yeah, it's true. Every time we're in a commercial, we only talk about business.
We only talk about comics.
Only. You know.
And thank you to Tina. Tina, we put the detective aside for you.
Very cool, Tina.
You can purchase it. There's going to be a little ticker going by, and it'll show you how to purchase it.
Cool. Tina, are you outside of the area? If so,
are you local?
Welcome.
Yeah. Have you been to our shop?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Our shop here in Center City, and our other shop in Oakland, New Jersey. Yay! All right, but let's just stick with Batman for a moment and talk about something that is pretty topical, and that is the first appearance of Tim Drake. Here we go. This is Batman 436. This is the part 1 of the year 3 storyline where Dick Grayson tells his origin again. Because if one thing people didn't know in the late 80s was Dick Grayson's origin. But while that is occurring, juxtaposed next to Dick's origin is the new appearance of the character who would quickly become... Oh, Northeast PA. Hey, Tina. But this is the character who will quickly become the third Robin. Now, for anyone who isn't paying attention to, like, media blogs or what have you...
shout out to me.
Oh, shout out to you?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to you.
Oh, I get it. I thought someone said something. So Tim Drake, there's a lot of confirmation recently about him appearing in season 3 of The Titans, which is on HBO Max. But the other thing that people are really speculating about is the Matt Reeves The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson playing Batman, a young Batman. There's a lot of rumors, now none of this is confirmed quite yet, that they're going to introduce a young Tim Drake with the hope that if the movie is successful, that maybe in a sequel or something, when a young Batman inevitably takes his first Robin, that it's going to end up being Tim Drake and not Dick Grayson. Anyway, this Batman 436 is, I believe, if not a very fine near mint, it's very fine plus. We have it here at $15. Now, this is only part 1 of the year 3 storyline. So if you're interested, and not only do you want to purchase the first appearance of Tim Drake, but you actually want to finish off the Batman year 3 story, we do have part 2, part 3, and part 4. Now, the good thing about these 3 issues is they're only $5 each, so they're not that crazy. But if anyone's interested, just for tonight, just for the sake of having fun, if you purchase part 1 at $15, and you purchase part 2, part 3, part 4 for $5, that's $20. I'll give you all 4. All right? So just so we're clear, all 4 issues of Batman Year 3 can be yours for $20.
So instead of just getting 2 issues for the price of $20, they're getting 4.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I mean, at that point, really all you're doing is you're just paying. I mean, you're getting the first appearance of Tim Drake for $5.
Thank you, Mr. Hunter.
All right, Mr. Hunter. I hope you enjoy it. Hey, if there was one person who I thought might be interested, it's Mr. Hunter, who's been really hunting down those Tim Drake appearances. I'm pretty sure he picked up a copy of the first time Tim Drake shows up in a Robin costume. We had a couple copies of that. Yeah. Good job, Mr. Hunter, man. I really hope you enjoy it. You got yourself a nice little Tim Drake collection, that's for sure. Appreciate it, bud. Actually, next to that one is another. Oh, but before I move on, I want to point out to anyone who might be joining us tonight for the first time, or you're joining us, for the first time. I mean, we're 40 minutes or so into the show. We do have 2 main spotlight books here tonight. So let me just show them off a little bit better so everyone can kind of get a nice look. Here's our Ghost Rider number 1. Excuse me, the Mylar is quite reflective. So that is a very good plus copy that we have here at $200. That is the first appearance of Damian Hellstrom, the son of Satan. Also, it's the very first issue of Ghost Rider Solo Series. This is an iconic Bronze Age Marvel book. And speaking of iconic Bronze Age, here we have the first issue of Spider-Woman. That is graded at a very fine, and we have it priced here at $60. Now, no, it is not the first appearance of Spider-Woman. That is Marvel Spotlight 32, but it is still the beginning of her solo series, and that cover is pretty famous. I'd actually even say that the cover of Spider-Woman number 1 is more iconic than Ghost Rider number 1.
No, yeah, absolutely.
You don't always see I guess when you think of like an iconic Ghost Rider cover, it's always Marvel Spotlight number 4, his first appearance.
Yeah.
I think it's more like that. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking the 90s.
Right, the Danny Ketch.
Danny Ketch stuff.
Yeah, him sitting on that weird. Yeah. Okay, real quick. What is that strange, plate thing? Was that normal in, motorcycles?
It was
early 90s?
Well, it was normal in media to make a bike look cooler. Because everybody wanted to have, Kaneda's bike, but couldn't bite it directly.
Because that is the coolest bike.
I mean, that's a cool bike.
It's the coolest.
So, I don't really know.
Do you think Kaneda's bike was the equivalent of, a motorcycle DeLorean? Well, with that said, so another big ticket item here, just to kind of let everyone know that we have it if you're ever interested. This was from 2000. God, what year is this from?
This is One Punch Man?
Yes, the Free Comic Book Day, One Punch Man split with My Hero Academia. Now, this is a very fine near mint copy.
This is 2016.
2016, okay. Now, for anyone who's wondering why a Free Comic Book Day is worth $60, and to be very honest with you, that's a cheap price, it is because it is the first appearance of One Punch Man and My Hero Academia in American comics. So anyone who has never watched either anime, they're very popular, they're very good, and they're here to stay for now. So
we are going to be pulling more books out, Mr. Barucci.
What?
So he was asking if there's books not out that will be showing later. And so we're gonna kind of change it up a little tonight.
Okay, so we should be quicker.
No, I think he's just asking for himself.
Oh,
like
okay.
He's got something to do, and he's
Okay.
like, I don't want.
Yeah, for anyone who's interested, because we're not very good at this. Yeah, we have tons more books, but at the same time, I have no idea what anyone's interested in. So we're just sort of, kind of.
So yeah, if anybody's, if you want to lean us this way or that, you gotta,
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna keep chit chatting.
Yeah, kind of.
We're, I'm enjoying.
Yeah. So to move along really quickly here, so we can maybe change out some of the books. Here we have Avengers #1 from 2010. This is the Greg Land variant cover. This is the issue by Brian Michael Bendis and John Romita Jr. This is also the issue that is the first cameo appearance of the next Avengers, specifically, what's his name? Azari, who is the son of T'Challa and Aurora, a la Black Panther and Storm. A lot of rumors that he might end up being introduced as the new Black Panther in the sequel. Now, that book is a very fine near mint at $15. Speaking of $15, this is another speculation book connected to Brian Michael Bendis. I'm pretty sure we brought this out at one point recently, but let's just throw it out here again since there's still a lot of buzz around this book. This is the Bendis David Mack series about a comic book artist who is recruited by the CIA to be a spy. So they're making a series. Surprise, surprise. It's been optioned for a TV show. So because of that, cover #1 is it's holding some interest right now, and we have a very fine near mint copy at $15.
Did you read any of those? The Bendis when he started DC, like the Pearl or cover?
I don't want to be. I'll just say this: no, I've not read any Bendis DC.
Really?
None.
Like not even Legion or anything.
No,
okay.
no. I
just not interested.
Bendis, you're probably a really good guy. I just
Here it comes.
No, I've not read any Bendis DC.
It's just not your taste. Not your taste at the moment.
No.
Okay.
Speaking of DC, here's the Golden Age #1. This is James Robinson and Paul Smith. Paul Smith of X-Men fame. No Black Lightning, Mr. Terrell. But don't worry, your Hot Topic bag is there for you. Azrael solo series. We don't really have much. Are you just looking for random issues? War comics. Tina's looking for war comics. We do any particular war comics? Are we talking Sergeant Fury, Sergeant Rock, our Army at War, our Fighting Forces, All American War comics, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, the Golden Age. Anyone who doesn't know this, this pretty much it's an Elseworld title. But by the end of it, we will reestablish the Justice Society of America, which would lead to them being reintroduced into DC continuity in the early 90s. And this one also, now not in this issue, this is only issue #1, which we have here at a very fine near mint, $6. But the enemy ends up being Hitler. Surprise, surprise. What's up?
I mean, he's always the enemy.
He's always the enemy, that's for sure.
So, could we go over the Ghost Rider? But we'll go over the Ghost Rider book in a second. This is from Andrew Cuccinata. He's a new subscriber or viewer also.
Cool. Hey, Andrew. How you doing there, man?
Any relation to Bill Cuccinata?
I don't know. Who's Bill Cuccinata?
He's one of the Comico guys.
Is he?
Yeah.
Comico?
I feel like that's Comico.
Comico. Is that how it's pronounced? Comico?
Comico.
That sounds like a video game.
ColecoVision. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Because that sounded like a video game.
Got some glitch.
Yeah.
We'll go over the Ghost Rider book. Yeah.
Yeah. So this Ghost Rider, it is Ghost Rider #1. It is a very good plus. Now the big reason, because the interior pages are really pretty. They're not super sharp, but the corners are pretty nice, a little rounded. But what really affects its condition, I don't know how much it really kind of comes off on the screen here, but right along here is creases and stress. So that is what really kills its value. But again, let's be honest, this is the first appearance of Damian Hellstrom, the son of Satan. This is the very first Ghost Rider solo issue. This is an iconic Bronze Age Marvel. So even at very good plus, $200 is not that ridiculous. Again, you get this thing slab. I don't want to talk about that. I don't know much about slabbing. I don't want to get into the specifics. But anyway, but still, this is $200 books at a very good plus. I don't think it's ever going to truly lose its value. Ghost Rider, again, as we all know, is a character that has withstood the test of time so far, and it's not going anywhere. And I'm pretty positive Damien Hellstrom is a unique character enough that people, it's going to linger.
I mean, it's an ATM for them.
Yeah,
it's just they just
Yeah. That's
it's nothing but new characters for them.
That is true. That is true.
It's all new.
Well, because I think for a lot of people, they never fully understood, because there was a lot of confusion at one point. That I used to have these arguments with people where they thought Ghost Rider #1 was the first appearance of Ghost Rider, and that's why it had value. What they didn't really understand was, especially in the Bronze Age era, I mean, DC did it way before that with like Showcase and what was it, Canceled Comics, Cavalcade, and those kinds of series. Most of these publishers, they would use these, like Marvel Presents, Marvel Spotlight, all that kind of stuff, to sort of like throw things at the wall. And so they'd like throw characters and see if anyone really took to them. And if they did, they would get their own solo book. So Marvel Spotlight #4 is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. Marvel Spotlight #32, first appearance of Spider-Woman. So obviously they were reintroducing these characters and seeing if they had any leg, if they had any future. Obviously they did. And Ghost Rider #1 is a big deal because it is a very famous character's first issue of a solo series. But again, the thing that really amps up the value is the first appearance of the Son of Satan, Damien Hellstrom. I'm pretty sure the entire issue opens with him visiting his mother's grave and asking her, why was I born? Why did you make love to Satan? Was he any good in bed? I mean, I don't get it, but here I am.
Who's Mephisto then?
Well, okay, this is really funny. They've retconned this so many times.
Okay.
Because at one point, Johnny Blaze makes a deal with the devil, and he becomes Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Damien Hellstrom is the son of Satan. But the devil and Satan are not the same characters. And at one point, they make it that it was Mephisto who made the deal with Ghost Rider.
Okay.
But then they introduced Lucifer at one point.
Yeah.
Again, I was doing research because I was curious myself, especially if this question came up. And I got to tell you, I have no idea. They just pick and choose at any point. Do you want the real devil? Do you want Mephisto? Do you want Satan? Do you want Lucifer? Is it technically all the same person, but he changes his name to benefit him in any given moment? I don't know. Though, if I'm being honest about my own, peccadillos in this regard, I'm going to say it's all the same character.
I mean, why not?
Why not? Mephisto is the devil. He's Lucifer. He's Satan.
It's all Gabriel Byrne.
And if Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't show up recently, by the way, I tried to rewatch True Lies the other night.
Why?
My point exactly. Why did I do that?
How far did you get?
How far? I think the introduction of Jamie Lee Curtis, the introduction of the family life.
So you didn't even get to the good action towards the end where he's flying a jet.
No, dude, I couldn't bring myself to it's like the one James Cameron movie. I have a lot of difficulty. The humor just doesn't translate.
Who's the partner?
Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold.
I mean, come on, Tom Arnold. Yeah.
What kind of bee takes the ice cube trays?
But do you remember how big that movie was?
True Lies is great. You're wrong.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I watched it on VHS. That's the last time I've seen it.
How long ago was that?
When I had a VHS player. So probably in the 90s.
Guess what movie? It's definitely in the 90s, and it stars Brad Pitt. Guess what movie, when I couldn't get through True Lies, I tried watching, and then I could barely get through 15 minutes of that movie?
It was Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt's in it.
Same time? Same era?
I think this movie came out right before True Lies. I think this movie's more...
California.
No, I wish it was California, actually.
Legends of the Fall.
No, I'll give you a hint. Kim Basinger? Kim Basinger is in it with him.
The real McCoy.
No, Cool World.
Oh shit! I forgot he's in that.
Cool World. Yes.
That's a
Ralph Bakshi. Yeah.
How'd that hold up?
I'll tell you.
Speaking of Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah, Gabriel Byrne is in it. You're right. That's what made me. That was another thing that made me think about it. You know, like it was weird. Oh man, it's rough. But I will give the thing that surprised me that I actually genuinely liked. And now this probably says a lot about me as like a 13, 14-year-old horny male when that movie came out.
Yeah. But
when you first meet the cartoon Kim Basinger character, she's doing this like dance thing. Yeah. It's really good animation. Oh, it's cool. Like it's genuinely good. And then the rest of the movie is just it's hard to get through. Oh yeah. But it's fun to watch. I mean, as a teenager, it was great. So I remember disliking it as a teenager, which is why as an adult I was like, let me give it a try again.
You have it?
No, it was on like some streaming service or something. Yeah. It was just Amazon. Like I watched Virtuosity and then Amazon's like, do you want to watch Johnny Mnemonic? And I was like, that's not the same thing.
Johnny Mnemonic. It's been a while for that one.
They were kind of fun actually. Yeah. Even Virtuosity was a little fun. Anyway.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. Yeah. All right, but before we move on to some new,
Golden Age #1. What is the price on that one?
It's $6.
$6, Tina.
$6. That's it.
Sorry, Mr. Barucci. Thank you.
Real quick, I just want to, before we move on from these issues that are up here now, I just want to show off this Punisher War Journal #1. We have it at $10. I believe its grade is like a very fine plus, very fine near mint. That's pretty.
Yeah, very fine.
Very fine?
Yep.
Oh, very fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. There's some slight stressing on the spine.
There's a little.
Yeah.
But I think that's like a $25 book near mint.
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah. So there we go. Before we move on from these issues, I just want to let everyone know again, we have Avengers #1 at 15. Uncanny Avengers Ultron Forever. The Elizabeth Olsen movie variant, 15. We have Department of Truth #1, Jennifer Frison variant, $8. Cover at 15, Golden Age at 6, Punisher War Journal 10, Star Wars Invasion 15, and Free Comic Book Day, One Punch Man, My Hero Academia at $60.
Cool. We're gonna take a quick break.
We're gonna take a break.
We'll get some more product out.
Cool beans, guys. Peace.
Watching Minute to Skim It on the Experience. So, hello. All right, I've got lots of books to review for you guys today. And Hannah just basically showed up just the #1s and showed them to me, and I was like, "Oh, we have
just for the indies."
Just for the indies, yeah. I was like, we have got a lot to do.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It is Fat Jacks Comicrypt. It is me and him. We have names. Who cares? So right now, we are. Should I set anything up, or should I just keep running with it?
Just keep going.
Yeah, just there's no business that I should mention or something, I guess.
Well, yeah. If anybody needs to make a purchase, the ticker along the bottom there.
Oh, okay, right. If anyone needs to call us, we're 215-963-0788.
And apparently in the link that Kyle was nice enough to create for us, you can kind of if you fill out the form, it'll register what you're looking for.
Oh, really?
So if you register through that, you'll be able to.
So we'll get suggestions?
We'll get suggestions, or people looking for certain books, because a lot of people hit me up in the chat for certain books.
Oh.
But,
That's kind of cool.
I'm in the middle of something right now.
All right. That's fine. Well, while Al gets ready for us to do some stuff. Somebody just popped up. Okay, so we're going to do bundles. And these bundles right here, these are the Gen 13 World Storm. This is when DC was kind of reintroducing the Wildstorm characters to us. This was from the wonderful writer Gail Simone. This is when she reintroduced the Gen 13 characters. So this first bundle, which is the first 6 issues, and then the second bundle here is issue 7 through 13. I'm pretty sure that's the entire Gail Simone run, but don't hold me to that. It's very possible maybe she did a little bit more after that, or another writer picked it up. I'm not exactly positive right now, but you still get a full story here, origin story of the Gen 13, and you get a full story of them doing some time travel adventure and fighting the Authority and meeting Gail Simone's other characters from Tranquility. So this bundle here, a 6-issue bundle, $18 retail. We're selling it for $7.
That have been before Arcudi or after?
I think the Arcudi stuff was still when it was technically Image/Wildstorm.
Okay.
I think this era of Wildstorm is when it was technically under the DC umbrella, but the characters themselves had not been folded into the DC universe proper the way that they have now. Okay. Even in Future State, they've reintroduced Grifter, Midnighter, characters like that. Here's the second volume at $8. So, Mr. Williams, okay, cool. We'll put aside both bundles for you, buddy.
No problem.
Put them over there. All right, the bundle right next to that is Batman Gotham Knights by Scott Beatty. I'm not sure which Robinson is the artist here, but this was issue 40 through 49. It also has a bunch of Batman Black and White backup features in every single issue. Now, this is an anthology series, but Beatty at the time was doing a bunch of different little mini arcs, a couple with Huntress, a couple with Bane. Then Commissioner Gordon shows up in one, some Batgirl. But anyway, this 10-issue set, which retails for around $36, we're selling it tonight for $13. Right behind that is a bunch of Wolverine one-shots. That is 8 different Wolverine one-shots. Now, I don't know every single one-shot in here, but I'm pretty sure they're all from within the past 15 years. So you got David Lapham. You've got some Christos Gage. I'm trying to think.
You get some Rizzo. You get some
Eduardo Rizzo's in there.
There's a Fruzen.
Okay. All right. Cool. So it's a big smorgasbord of Wolverine. So there we go. So I'm not going to over talk about it. Someone just took it. So boom.
Thank you, Tina.
Right next to that is 2 Batman miniseries. The first one is the 5-issue Batman Orpheus series, and then right behind that is Batman Hollywood Night. So that is 8 issues altogether that retail for around $24, but we're selling it to you for $7. And then over here we have the Charles Knopf. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is both Knopfs, the father and the son, who are the creators of the great HBO series Carnival. This was when Iron Man became the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now this is issue, let me see, it's issue 21 through 28. There you go. This is even before the movie. That's when this series was coming out. Very cool. So anyway, this bundle retails for $30. We're selling it tonight for $10. Was this Batman one that she was interested in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, cool.
Thank you, Tina.
So there's that bundle, and then we have a few Star Trek: The Next Generation. Actually, this is Star Trek Voyager. This is from Marvel Comics when they had the Star Trek Voyager license. This is issue number 2 through 8. We are missing issue number 1, but it's okay. You'll get tons of competent Janeway, the best captain ever. Now this set retails for $24. We're selling it for $7.
These are interesting. I made a couple Star Trek bundles, and for the most part, regardless of who was making them, it's like 2-issue stories.
Okay.
2 3-issue stories. You get a single issue story, then you get another like 2 or 3. Like that's it. That's what the arcs were.
Okay.
So it's I don't know. It's just kind of neat. Like you don't have to log in for like 7, 8
You're
issues,
right.
12 issues.
Because they were probably going for almost like that episodic feel, like 2 issues. It kind of works. All right, and then we have
Thank you,
Star Trek:
Lisa.
The Next Generation from DC. Oh, someone just picked that up?
Lisa's grabbing the board.
Oh, Lisa, very cool.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing? So here we go. Star Trek: Next Generation. This is when DC was publishing it in the early 90s. This is issue number 32 to 38. It's a couple multiple story arcs, as Al was saying. They're usually about 2-3 issue stories. And here we go. This retails for around $28, but we're selling it to you tonight for $6. And then right behind that is Star Trek Next Generation issues 39 through 46. Again, you're looking at about 2 to 3 complete story arcs. This retails for $28, and we're going to sell it for $6. So there we go. Those are some of bundles. Many of them are gone. We have plenty more if anyone's interested. But before we move on, I again want to reiterate to people, we have a Ghost Rider number 1 at Very Good Plus at $200, and a beautiful Spider-Woman at Very Fine at $60. All right, now, yes.
You want more bundles, or do you want some magazines?
Actually, what time do we have?
It's about 20 after 7.
20 after.
Quarter after.
Yeah, let's do some more bundles for
quarter after 7.
quarter after 7. So let's do a few more bundles for a few more minutes. And then when we have about 10, 15 minutes left before our last commercial break, we're thinking about doing another lightning round. Anyone who tuned in last week, we did some of the 4-color Dell Gold Key books for $1. We have them still hanging around in the background. They'll come out at some point. We also have a whole collection of different variants priced all over the place, but we're selling them for $5. But because we want to add some variety to the show, we're going to attempt to do a lightning round specifically in regards to magazines. These magazines range from all different kinds of prices, from different eras, different genres, all that kind of stuff. Al's got a few picked out, but we are going to do them by a little randomly, because each issue, as we sell the magazine, is only $2. Doesn't matter what it's priced at or what have you. We're selling all the magazines for $2 each. But before we get into that, let's talk about a couple more bundles that we have here. This is an early 1981 Kazar, the Savage series from Marvel. This is the first 10 issues of this series. It retails for around $35, but we're selling this 10-issue arc for $12. So there we go, little Kazar.
First issue of that has some value. I didn't realize.
First issue does have value, yeah. And then right next to that, this is another Gail Simone series with Nicholas Scott doing the art. This is the first 5 issues of The Secret Six. This was with Deadshot and Ragdoll and Catman and all those cool characters. This retails for around $15. We're selling it for $7 tonight. Next to that is the 8-issue maxi series. This is the Rain in Hell storyline by Keith Giffen and Tom Derenick. Now this series retails all 8 issues for around $28, but we're selling the entire story for $10. All right, and then let's stop over with a little Marvel real quick. This is Zombie. A bunch of zombies, a bunch of war. It's Marvel, it's Max, it's explicit. There's probably a lot of gore and cursing and maybe some boobies. Because that pretty much is all Marvel understands is mature, boobies and gore. So this 4-issue miniseries retails for around $12, but we're going to sell it tonight for $5. All right, and then here we have a 6-issue series from DC called Weird Worlds, starring Lobo, Garbage Man, Tanga. I don't know who Garbage Man and Tanga are, but there they are. but everyone recognizes Lobo. Now, this 6-issue limited series retails for around $24, but we're going to sell it tonight for $8. See? Look at that. Garbage Man and Tanga. What are you doing the art with this? Oh, I can't tell.
Could you pass me the zombie bundle as well?
Zombie bundle, yes.
Shout out to Tina. She's
Tina just dropping bullets left and right.
Welcome to the experience, Tina.
Yeah. Here we go. Now we have, is this Web of Spider-Man? Yes, Web of Spider-Man, issue 71 through 76. This is a little arc. You get a little Dominic Fortune. That was the Howard Chaykin character. You get Spidey busting loose against the Fantastic Four. I believe there's some few issues in here that have these weird, like, art criminals. But anyway, this whole bundle usually retails for around $18. We have it tonight for $7. And then last but not least, we have a little bit of Batman. And this is Batman Streets of Gotham by Paul Dini and Dustin Yen. Now, this is Streets of Gotham from 2009. This is the first 7 issues of this series. So not only do you get Batman, but you get Manhunter, you get Batgirl, because let's be honest, it's called Streets of Gotham, all right? So it's not just about Batman. But again, Paul Dini from, obviously, Batman Animated Series fame. Now, this series retails for around $28. We're selling it for $12, and it looks like it's leaving us. So there we go. Thank you, Tina. All right. So those are a bunch of the bundles that we've had.
So yeah.
So cool.
So cool. So thank you everybody for your bundle purchases.
Yeah. We'll do again. We have
bundles.
a lot of bundles. It's just a matter of when to bring them out, what kind of stories people are looking for, what kind of characters you're looking for. We've taken a lot of suggestions in regards to making bundles. Sometimes some are easier to make than others. So if you've given us a good suggestion and you've never seen it pop up on the show before, it's probably because we weren't able to actually get enough issues to create the bundle itself. But with that said, we'll try to keep as much variety together for all these in different eras, all that kind of stuff. Again, the bundles are more about sharing the stories and the art form and the history more than the actual collectability and value and all that kind of stuff. So with that said, I guess...
You want to do a few more bundles? Like, you want to keep doing bundles?
Sure. Do people in the chat want to, or you just got to...
Seems like people
Sure. Okay, let's do a few more bundles. Okay.
Do some bundles, and then we'll do like a lightning round.
Sure. Okay, so let's just move a couple of these bundles up here. There's 2 Star Treks, this Iron Man. We got this Weird World. The Secret Six we'll leave right there.
How many spots you got?
I have at least 5 or 6. So just hand me a couple and we'll just start at random. All right, here we go. So first up is the Jim Starlin, Alan Davis, Guardians of the Galaxy Mother Entropy series. Now, this was a 5-issue limited series that came out a few years ago. Excuse the... someone got the Secret Six? You got that? Okay, cool. All right, sorry. This 5-issue miniseries retails for about $20. We're selling it for $8. Anyone who's a fan of Starlin or Alan Davis, this is a quality little series. All right, right next to that is... this is problematic. I don't want to promote that guy. So here we go. This is Powers. Now, this was, like many, there were so many different volumes. I wish I could remember them all. But this was, I believe, the first Icon volume, or the second. So many of them.
This is the second Icon volume.
This is the second volume. Okay.
Yeah, maybe not. No, now that I say that, because they did one for the show too, didn't they? Was that Icon?
No, I think, but this one predates the Bureau when Powers became FBI agents.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, so sorry if we can't remember if this is the first or second of the Icon volumes. But still, this is a Powers volume. It's a 7-issue series. We have it retailing at $28. We're selling it for $10. All right, next to that is, this is a cute little one. All right, so you get the Battle of the Cowl, which was like soon after Bruce supposedly died after Final Crisis. People were trying to figure out who was the next Batman. So you got a bunch of one-shots and miniseries. Well, this is the Oracle miniseries. It's issue 1, 2, and 3. And then right behind that is a nice little Batgirl #1 from the DC Universe Rebirth. So you get older Oracle Barbara Gordon, and you get new version Barbara Gordon, retconning Oracle out But still, this is a fun little little bundle. It's $12 retail, but it's only $4. Again, you'll get, what is this, 4 issues for the same price as 1.
So just there was a book that was brought out that we're not going to promote. Certain books have been made available to us that carry certain political weight that we were told not to lean into for the show. So we're just not even going to bring them out at all. So
People were curious why we passed up on one bundle.
So we're not looking to we're just not looking to offend anybody. It's very,
and trust me, nobody wants it.
But certain characters and certain creators now carry a weight that you can't really talk about for certain reasons, and it's best to just ignore it.
Yeah, and I mean, don't we have every right to choose who we want to promote and not promote? I mean, we're not nobody's getting disparaged here, people. We're just, some books we like more than others.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So anyway, so here we go. This is Gail Simone and John Byrne. They did a little arc on Action Comics. Now this is issue 830 through 834. No, wait. There's more than that in here. Oh shoot.
No, I don't think so.
Really? It's 830, 830. Oh yeah, I guess it's only 5 issues.
So,
Oh yeah. Okay. Which is also why it's only retail at $12 and we're selling it for $6. But here you go. If you ever wanted to see Gail Simone and John Byrne team up and do some Superman, here you go. All right.
Mr. Rayout, when you come in during the week, we'll talk about it.
Okay, something's come up. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he had a question.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Any questions that we can't handle here during the show, we'll handle during the week, or you can always contact us through the Facebook page and stuff like that. We'll try to get back to you guys as quick as possible.
That was the second Icon Powers bundle.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, whoever.
Thank you, Lord, how it hurts.
Oh, thank you, Lord, how it hurts. I hope it doesn't hurt that much. All right, so now we've gone through a few bundles. So, Kyle, how much time do we have before our last commercial break? Give us that information just so we can kind of time this out a little better, because we're curious about doing maybe a lightning round. We have a few trades here that we'd like to talk about that we have on sale.
We got about 5 minutes to the next commercial.
Oh, really? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Do we do a light? Yeah, screw it. Okay, yeah.
We'll do a lightning.
All right, 5 minutes. We're going to do a 5-minute lightning round of magazines. Okay, so just so everyone knows, we're pulling these magazines out. I'm going to say something. I'm going to put it here. They're all $2. It doesn't matter what condition they are, what they're about, anything of that nature. It's $2, okay? And now, Al, are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, he's all ready. So here we go. Give me the first book. Boom. So this magazine is a Starlog number 51. And what does it have on it? It has Empire Strikes Back and Indiana Jones. That's awesome. All right, we have a Spawn comic. And it's the complete Spawn something or another, and it's about the movie. Boom. All right, what's our next magazine? Next magazine is another Starlog with Blade Runner on it. Yes, the original Blade Runner. And some dude, Powers of Matthew Starr. What the heck was that? $2, people. All right, next magazine is a Spider-Man magazine from WizardKids.com, number 1. Amazing. $2. Next magazine is another Spider-Man magazine. This is, I don't know, it has something to do with maybe the movie or something like that. Whatever. Moving on, here we go. Resident Evil number 5. It's a magazine about Resident Evil. You can read it while you're playing the game. Next up is another Starlog magazine. You got a little bit of Empire Strikes Back. You got some Buck Rogers. And you have Jamie. Who the heck is Jamie? Battlestar Galactica, maybe? Boom. Next up is a Oh, it's Howard the Duck, people. It's a Starlog about Howard the Duck. Wizard Kids. Okay. We have 2 Wizard Kids magazines, so we're just going to put both of them over there. You can let us know which one you actually really want. But people, it's Starlog, all about Howard the Duck. He makes love to a woman. Here we go. Next magazine is the Hip Hop Duck Jam Quacky magazine. $2. I don't even know what this is about, but it's cool. All right, right up here is a polybag book. It's the Combo magazine with a Dan Brereton, Batgirl and Batman stuff. Cool. There's that one. Boom. Now we have a Marvel swimsuit special. Yay, the Hildebrands. They paint sexy Rogue and Gambit swimming together. Fun. Next up, Star Wars Episode 1. It's all about villains. Yeah, Darth Maul. He got killed too quickly. Here we go. Next up is another Starlog. This is Return of the Jedi. Look, a lightning speeder, or whatever the heck they call him. Yeah, next up, another Starlog. This has Jurassic Park. All about Jurassic Park, and it's got that weird Odo guy from Deep Space Nine. Yay! Next up is another Starlog. This is, what the heck? Is this Labyrinth? Labyrinth. Yeah, Jennifer Connelly, right? Labyrinth, the weird character. Yeah, good stuff. Next up is Retrovision. It's a Star Wars Star Trek special. It's issue 2 of 4. It's got characters on it you recognize. It's worth $2. Next up is Midnight Graffiti. Oh, Harlan Ellison. Nice, man. Oh, Starlog Blade Runner. Where the heck is that?
Starlog
We'll find it. We'll remember. Starlog Blade Runner. All right, what's the next one up? Boom. Well, now we have Oh, Big Trouble in Little China. Look at that sexy Kurt Russell. I mean, come on, that's worth $2 alone. Hang that up. You'll never be alone again. Marvel Year in Review, 1992. This is a fun little time where Marvel would put out these little fake magazines that were kind of neat. Boom, there we go. Next up is Retro Visions. It's got really sexy Kurt and Han and Khan. Yeah, there we go. Another Spawn magazine. It's the making of the movie. I know everyone wants for $2 the making of the Spawn movie. There we go. And this is another Starlog, and this is Willow. That's Willow. Dude, when's the last time you saw Willow? I don't even know. It's lightning round. Boom, there we go. Next month is it's a Spider-Man magazine with a bunch of X-Men and stuff like that. Nice, $2. Next up is another Resident Evil comic. Resident Evil number 3 with a guy who maybe looks like Jim Lee drew it. Boom. All right, cool. Retrovision, the films of James Cameron, not to be confused with True Lies. $2. All right, Starlog. Captain Power. Oh my God, people, do you remember Captain Power, the TV show where you'd buy the action figures and then you'd shoot at the TV and sometimes your action figure would blow up and stuff? This is Captain Power. People used to tell me I had no idea what I was talking about and that wasn't real. Well, guess what? It's real. It's a $2 magazine that we have right here.
That thing was like it just flashed lights at
Oh, you flashlights.
It was
God forbid you had epilepsy.
It was this high pitch.
Yeah. It was awful. It was really terrible. But it was really neat though. Like the actual spaceship, when it sometimes would get shit, it would pop and your figure would fly out. It was crazy. Nice. All right. Are we done the lightning round?
We're done the
lightning round. So now it's time for a commercial. Thank you everyone for participating. We'll go back through the chat and make sure everyone gets the magazines they wanted.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Peace.
Hey, it's Kyle. Welcome in to the pull list. We're here every Tuesday night on the Comic Book Shopping Experience, the EXP. We're here to talk about your pull list, which is the books that you've got coming out at your local comic shop this week that you should be picking up. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to talk about my pull list.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Hello, welcome back. I'm surprised to see you there. I thought we were all alone, but here we are in our last segment of this February 21st comic shopping experience, presenting Fat Jacks Comicrypt, doing whatever the heck we seem to be doing, which is a lot of baloney. But not cursing, make like baloney instead of like BS. It's such a strange thing. But anyway, I recently talked about the possibility of a few collections here on sale, and that's a few that we're going to talk about right now. They're primarily DC, but they're really like, we have a couple Elseworlds collections. We have a couple of the Superman mixing up with the aliens. We have Batman mixing up with aliens. We have Dark Horse Comics and DC Comics mixing up together, which is pretty much the entirety of what we have here at the moment. But let's just talk about these. These are some beautiful little books. Now, most of these books, they retail for around $25. Is that right? Are all of them $25? Yeah, most of them are all $25. So here we go. Like this is DC Comics, Dark Horse Comics, Justice League. This is volume number 1. This collects Superman vs. Predator, Superman vs. the Terminator, Fight for the Future, Batman, Hellboy, Starman, and Ghost, Batgirl. So that's all that are collected in here. Now, like I said, this retails for around $25, but tonight we're selling them for $10. So there we go. And then here we are, Justice League Volume 2. Now, this one collects JLA versus Predator, Green Lantern versus Aliens, Batman Tarzan, Claws of the Catwoman, and Spy Boy Young Justice. Now, again, retails for $25, selling it for $10. Now we have DC Comics, Dark Horse Comics, Aliens. Now, this is, let's see what we got here. Batman Aliens, Batman Aliens 2, Superman and Batman vs. Aliens and Predator, and Wildcats Aliens number 1. Now, for anyone who's curious, that Wildcats Aliens number 1 was the issue that Warren Ellis used to shift from Stormwatch to the Authority. Now, for the longest time, that book was never reprinted because he used licensed characters, the aliens, to kill off a bunch of Stormwatch characters to lay the road for the Authority to take over. Well, this is the first time since its original printing where that Wildcats Aliens was actually printed here. So if anyone buys the Stormwatch or the Authority collections, that one is always missing. So, oh, she's got JLA vs. Aliens. Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Tina.
So there we go. So that's the DC Comics, Dark Horse Comics, Aliens book. Retails for $25. We're selling it for $10. All right, and then right next to that is the Superman collection. Now this has, it does not tell me. What is in here?
That's the Dan Jurgens.
Yeah, it's a big one. There's so many things in here. I just want to find out. All right, so we have Superman vs. Aliens, so that's also reprinting the other one. Superman vs. Aliens 2. All right, so they're a little redundant, but here we go. We have Superman Madman, Hullabaloo, Superman Tarzan, Sons of the Jungle. Okay, so if you're interested in buying one of these, about half of this and half of this are sort of collected together, but it's silly. So here we go. This is the Superman stuff mixed together with the Batman one. Okay. I'm sorry, I saw that completely out of context. I have no idea.
The aliens. Thank you, Jen King. Shout out to Jen King.
Oh, Jen's showing up. All right, hello, Jen. How you doing there? So anyway, so this one is $25. We're going to sell it for $10. There we go. And then we have some Elseworlds. This is the Justice League Elseworlds Volume 1. Now this collects Elseworlds' finest Supergirl and Batgirl, Justice Riders, League of Justice, Titan, Scissors, Paper, Stone, and Wonder Woman Amazonia. All right, so this collection retails for $35, but we'll sell it tonight for $20. All right, so there we go. That's Elseworlds Volume 1, and then Elseworlds Volume 2. Now, this also retails for $35, so we're selling it for $20. But in this collection is Batman Nosferatu, the Elseworlds 80-page Giant, the JLA Act of God, Superman Metropolis, and Wonder Woman, the Blue Amazon. Now, I'm pretty sure the Superman Metropolis, yes, Ted McKeever. All right, anyone who's seen this show before, I love Ted McKeever. He's just one of my all-time favorites, even though a lot of people accuse him of being ugly. Ugly meaning his art, not him as a person. I have no idea. And then right here is a fan favorite being me. This is Grant Morrison and Mark Millar. This is the Aztec, the Ultimate Man. This was definitely a short-lived series. It was a little ahead of its time, but the character definitely got his little his spotlight in Grant Morrison's JLA. He was integral to winning the day, if anyone's ever read that. Now, this book retails for $20, but if anyone's interested in it, we're selling it tonight for $8. So
Kyle's got an original Ted McKeever.
you have original Ted McKeever art? Was it a commission? Is it a piece from an actual?
It's a page from Transmit.
Yeah, Transit, right?
I think that's.
I think it's Transit. Yeah, because it was Transit, Eddie Current, Metropole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are. Oh God, I love those books. Man, Ted McKeever, he was special. I used to get in fights with kids when I was younger because they were like, "No, give me Jim Lee," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I love Ted McKeever," and he's ugly. Isn't Aztec dead? Yes, Aztec is dead. He died in Grant Morrison's JLA, fulfilling the role that he was given, pretty much. But it was a cool. He fights Joker in this, stuff like that. This was a fun book. Definitely a little ahead of its time. And a lot of people slept on it.
Like collection-wise, it's a good value.
Oh, absolutely. What is it? It collects. It's the whole 12 issues, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's the entire 12 issues of this series. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's 10 issues, but still, 10 issues of a brilliant comic book. One of the greatest comic writers of all time, Grant Morrison. $8. I mean, come on, people.
I mean, that's a bundle price.
That's a bundle price. You're right. But those single issues are hard to find. The first issue is difficult, and the 2 issues with the Joker appearances, they're difficult to find as well. So there's a couple collections we have. If anyone's interested, you can hit us up.
Lord Howard Hurt says Transmetropolitan, but I don't believe.
No, Transmetropolitan was the Warren Ellis, Eric Robertson Vertigo series, the Spider Jerusalem. I mean, Google it. You guys, we're doing a live show, so we can't stop and look it up. But
I can't have too many programs going, Mr. Howard Hurt.
Yeah, that's true too. But I'm pretty sure Ted McKeever's series was called Transit.
There we go.
But
Kyle has confirmed.
Kyle, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that because I didn't want to stand here like a fool and keep telling people I was right. Nothing's cooler than when someone stands in front of everyone and goes, "I'm right. I'm right." That's what everyone wants to hear, right, Al?
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, I know.
Only my elected officials.
Yeah. Good point. All right. So do we have any other trades that we're thinking about doing?
I got nothing back here.
Nothing back there?
I got this stuff here if you want to bring that.
Yeah, let's not worry about it. No, I want to do that with some weirder lightning rounds in the future and stuff.
Okay.
It's
all good, Lord Howard Hurt.
So right now, let's do some more bundles.
Nice.
All right. What kind of bundles do we want to do? Here, speaking of Mark Millar, here is his 3-issue series, Chosen, later to be renamed as American Jesus. This was Mark Millar and Peter Gross doing a 3-issue little series. Now this retails around $10. We're selling it for $5. And let's see what else. Ooh, here's some fun Hitchhiker's Guides. For anyone who's never read the books, you could read the comics. These were the 90s adaptations of a couple of the books. This is The Restaurant at the End of the Universe. This is Life in the Universe and Everything. Now, both of these each, what are they? The three prestige format miniseries. They retail for about $15 each, but you can get them for $5. All right. So those are two of the 5 Hitchhikers, I believe. Here we have, let's get some here we got Elektra, okay? Not only do we have Elektra, but we have controversial pre-9/11 Elektra cover. I'm surprised this issue wasn't taken off the shelves. Remember that the Sam Raimi Spider-Man poster?
Yeah.
He had the reflection, and they recalled that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, now this is the first 9 issues of. I'm not exactly positive who was writing this series at the time, but this was Mike Deodato's art. This is late 90s. Now these 9 issues retail for around $28. We're selling them for $10. Yes.
I think Peter Milligan.
You think that's Milligan?
I mean, this back issue is.
Oh, okay. Then it's probably Milligan.
But yeah,
cool.
I don't know. I feel like this series had multiple, except for it was Deodato was the draw.
Yeah, I think he was always the one who was drawing it, though, right? Yeah. What do you think? Batman, Superman, Terminator. Yeah, let's do Terminator. Here's 2 Terminator one-shots. Okay. Now, this one's super cool because it's Guy Davis doing the art, with Jeff Darrow doing the cover, Alan Grant script, and then back here is James Robinson, and Matt Wagner. Now, these are 2 one-shots. Now, both of these together, they actually retail for around $12 each, but we're selling the 2 of them for $5. All right, there we go there. Let's see what else we have. Okay, let's draw something that isn't Marvel or DC. This is a Wildstorm signature series. This was the Scott Lobdell Dustin Nien. I hope I'm pronouncing that last
Man,
name right.
you're really getting all his books tonight, aren't
Dude,
you?
right, yeah, I'm getting a lot of his books, you know. So anyway, so this 6-issue space epic, it retails for around $18. We're selling them for $6 each. So again, that's a complete little sci-fi epic series. And if you haven't been paying attention, this dude, Dustin, is quite an interesting artist. All right, so there we go.
I think
there.
he's doing Ascender now.
Yeah, he was doing Ascender and
He was doing
Descender.
Descender.
Yeah, he did those really cool little Gothams.
Does he do the painting for that too?
Yes, it's
Like,
all all that watercolor. That's
crazy.
when his art style really.
I mean, that book's beautiful.
Yeah, it took another
Descender,
level.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like one of those weird things where like some people are really good illustrators, great detail, pen and ink work, beautiful, gorgeous. Other people, they're decent, pencilers or what have you. But man, when they take a brush and they start adding in, watercolor, acrylics, whatever the case may be,
It's a whole dynamic.
whole different skill. So here we go. Now this was the weekly series soon after Wolverine's supposed death. This weekly series was referred to as Wolverines, plural. Now this was an 8-issue series. We have all 8 issues here. Now it retails for $24. We're selling them for $9 tonight. So there's those. All right. Al, what are we doing on time in terms of the show itself?
Time we got about like 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15. Yeah, it's about 7. It's about quarter up.
It's
Quarter
about,
of
it's
8.
about quarter off?
Yeah, can you pass me the Wolverines? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Wolverines is right there.
Thank you, Tina.
All right, team. Now, again, not wanting to sit on too many Marvel DC, we want to get a little variety here. Here we have the 4-issue miniseries by Tom Cocker. I don't know Daniel Friedman. I don't know if he helped write it or he helped, but Tom Cocker is mostly known as being an artist. He's a very good artist. He does the Jonathan Hickman Black Monday Murder series, which I really love. This 4-issue series, Undying Love, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with vampires. But these 4 issues,
This is quite good.
is it cool? I love the dude's
It's one of
art.
those that like it was 4 issues and that's it. Like the story's not over. Like nothing finished with it.
Oh, it was like one of those things where they just came out with the 4 issues
And that was but it's all his art. Like it's great.
I love this guy's art.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely buy this guy's. Like, his Black Monday Murders is just brilliant. Anyway, this retails for $12. These 4 issues, we're selling them for $5. It's not that big of a financial commitment. You can take a chance.
Can you pass me? There's a Wildstorm bundle.
Wildstorm, are we talking about the Manifest Destiny or Manifest Eternity?
I believe
I'm
so.
sorry, Manifest Eternity from Wildstorm.
I put the sticker on the title.
On the title, see?
That's what happened.
I always get yelled at for doing that. And
Then
yet,
you can't read it.
there's Al always setting me up for failure.
That's what I do. It's like T-ball.
It is what you do, yeah. You always.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
It's like kickball where you're pulling the, Or no, it's is it Lucy and Charlie Brown with the football?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, Lucy.
Did you ever play kickball as a child?
Yes, I did. I loved it.
I was on a kickball team.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Were you any good?
Yeah, I mean it was after school, so you wouldn't get in trouble. It was an after
Okay.
school program.
Be honest. Were you any good?
I was excellent.
Yeah?
You had to kick with your left foot.
Really?
Yeah, that was like the caveat. And everybody had, if you were right-handed, you had to kick with your left foot. Left-handed,
To somehow make it a little bit more difficult?
I guess. Yeah, I mean it worked. It was a pain in the ass.
Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. Let's think what else. I have some books.
Shout out to Dr. Burns if he's watching for my kickball coach.
Oh, yeah. The likelihood that Dr. Burns is not only still alive, but watching you right now on a live stream.
Hey, I miss you, man. I miss elementary school.
Do you have teachers that you genuinely?
No.
No?
I never had Dr. Burns, but like he was my kickball. I have like a handful of teachers that I would like to run into,
Okay.
but mostly because I got along with them.
Unlike the other teachers that.
Yeah, like it wasn't necessarily they like inspired me to learn, right?
Yeah.
But like we were on the same page.
Okay. All right. Did some teachers make you feel really bad about yourself?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, indeed.
Did you ever go home and cry?
No, not from teachers.
Okay.
No.
All right. But from girls. Girls make you cry?
I mean, I still do that.
Yeah, girls still make me cry. Yeah. I think they enjoy it.
I mean, I come here and cry instead of staying home and cry. Just kidding.
I really like to cry when I'm going from A to B. That's when I cry. I like to get it out of my system.
Just on the walk.
Just on the walk. Just
Just
everyone needs a good cry while they're walking.
I mean, depending on what I'm listening to, that's
Actually,
That's a possibility.
that's a really good point. There was this after my father had died. This oh god, what was the album? But the song was "To Old Friends and New."
Okay.
And man, every time that song would start to hit its crescendo, and I would just start to cry, just immediately start crying. People would be like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Stop paying attention to me. I'm just on a subway." if you can't cry on a subway, where can you cry in public?
I mean, I cry on the subway now, and I'm not thinking of anything. I just look around.
I wouldn't cry on the subway now. The subway's really scary right now.
Oh my god,
The subway is very scary.
wall ball. Yeah, we played wall ball. You did wall ball at school?
I love wall ball. Yeah. But did you ever do it with the rule? I can't remember how it happened. You miss it or something, and so you would have to go up and like put your hands up on the wall.
Yes.
And then kids would run right behind you and try to throw it as hard as they could in your back.
So we were talking about that somebody earlier in the week, a customer.
Okay.
We called that game Suicide.
Okay.
And Atlantis was in because we were talking about like playground games.
Okay.
So Suicide was a game where you threw the tennis ball at the person, and if they missed, like there was various reasons to throw it at them.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was a game called Homicide.
So time out. So children made up a game called Suicide, and then they made up another game called Homicide.
Yeah.
And everything about these games is for children to try to hurt each other as much as possible.
Now, Homicide, instead of you had to, for whatever reason, okay, we'll get you that electric. He's back in the chat. Thank you. For whatever reason, instead of it being the ball they threw at you, everybody took a shot at you and like swung.
Yes!
So you had to run through the wall through like a punchline, essentially.
You're right. Oh my God, I do remember something like
Now,
that.
you talk about a day I cried when I got home from school.
Oh yeah.
I took it rough that day.
Yeah, I could imagine. I think you took it. I think you take it rough every day.
Uh-oh.
And just, you know what's so funny about language? I mean, just you say a word and everyone has their own context for it, and so immediately it could be just the most benign thing that you're implying, and yet the inference that somebody takes is something dirty, offensive.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I don't like how you made my statement sound dirty. Okay.
You're right. I do take it rough all the time.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate. Now somebody.
I'm a rough ride.
Okay. Cool. Now I want somebody to record that. You know, and then give me a loop back of Al saying those things.
One of those like Kimmy Schmidt videos.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I want to make sure that when we end up in court one day, that I can prove that your character is one that should not be trusted by a judge.
I just think
That's all I'm saying.
I think anybody watching will verify that.
I'm pretty sure anyone who's watched us for any long extended period of time would throw us under the bus in a heartbeat.
I guess we'll see if we get invited back next week.
I never expect to get invited back anywhere.
No.
I've Irish goodbye way too many parties to ever get invited back. I love how one time I knew this girl who never understood what that statement meant until the one time she did it, and she went, "Oh wait, I get what it means now." And I was like, "Yeah." And by the way, it's really offensive to Irish people.
I mean,
because I think it's about our fathers. And just so we're clear, I'm pretty sure my father Irish goodbye'd me. He didn't go out looking for smokes, but he went out looking for maybe something.
Oh my God, that's horrible. My father loves me.
All right. Oh, we could have a lot of conversations about the different relationships we have with fathers.
I'm not gonna go off on another tangent, but that was from Due Date.
It was.
When he's like, my father left me in the middle of the night. He's like, that's horrible. My father.
Did we guys see that together?
Yeah,
that was really funny.
That was a great.
That was good. We had a good time.
We had a nice little date.
For anyone who just brought up, we did put out a couple Shazams. So this is Shazam number 9, where Mighty Captain Marvel meets his monkey self, and Marvel Boy? No, Captain Marvel Jr. He even gets his own little story in it. Yay! Now this is still the CC Beck era Shazam issues. All right, so that's issue number 9. We have it priced at $9. I'm pretty sure it's got a little bit of damage.
It's like a fine.
It's like a fine. Okay, yeah. Because right next to it, issue number 10, which has a little bit more value, that's a $15 book. Now, this is still part of the CC Beck era of the Captain Marvel Now, this is when Shazam became part of DC. Now obviously not this issue. The series was already well into it. But this one is $15. What do I have this graded at, Al?
It's very fine.
Very fine. Okay.
That's the last CC Beck issue.
Okay, so this is the last CC Beck issue, and I guess before he left, he wanted an older woman to point a bunch of guns at each other and threaten to shoot them. And then we have a non-CC Beck issue, but promoting the newest TV show, Shazam. This is issue number 19. We have it priced here at $6. I believe its condition is like a fine plus.
Yes.
Probably somewhere in those lines. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what issue's that?
This is Shazam number 19.
Number 19 is very good, sorry.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I guess it does a little beat up. But hey, look, do you recognize that color combination? Do you recognize that character? Does he kind of look like Kid Miracle Man from Alan Moore's Miracle Man? Kind of does, doesn't it?
Shout out to Kyle's taking all 3 Shazams.
Oh, Kyle's taking 3. All right, man. Good stuff. Here we go. So we'll say goodbye to these Shazams. They're really fun, though. These Shazams were a blast.
I like that CC. I like the style.
The style CC back.
Yeah, it's got that.
Yeah, I get that.
Golden Age quality.
No, that's a very good point. Okay, so what? Are we like 5 minutes left?
We're about 5 minutes, I guess. Yeah,
we're about 5 minutes.
It's like 5 to 8. So
okay, so I guess we should start wrapping up.
Wrapping up. Yeah.
I don't want to.
I don't know what the experience has in store, but stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah, there's programming after us, please.
Yeah.
Just because we're leaving. I mean, in fact, you'd probably be excited to know that we're leaving and someone fresh and more interesting is coming up right behind us.
You guys are going to get some good books after this. It's I think it's The Gentleman in Florida.
Oh, yes, yeah. From the Orlando area? Tampa area? Wasn't he very excited about the Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl?
Well, who could not be excited about that?
Well, hey, hopefully whoever is after us is a bowl full of joy and laughter and optimism and positivity, and you don't have to watch the existential malaise that is myself and my suffering partner, Al, here, who has to endure this dour... Exactly. There you go. But at least I get a big violin, you know?
Shit. Well, yeah, you're not getting one of these.
No, thank you. I appreciate that because I'm too loud.
I want to say a special hello to any family anybody has in Texas, because everybody in Texas is having a very hard time. So good luck to all them. And I know most people watching here are not from Texas.
No, but we do.
We all have connections,
yes,
and it's unfortunate what's happening down there. So shout out to everybody.
And again, we're not going to sit here and call ourselves professionals. We were never sure what is something to bring up and what is something to,
But that's a particularly tough situation.
Yeah. Especially because I'm pretty sure, I believe Jen's down in Texas. There's a few people connected to the experience.
I mean, it's and not to put anybody's business, but our new employee, her grandparents are down there.
Oh shoot!
So
the Morrises are down.
I'm assuming.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know one person down there, and it I didn't hear anything good.
Yeah, so just we're thinking of you.
Yeah,
it's not all fun and games here.
What? We're not all fun and games. We don't talk about heavy stuff. Hey, if you ever want to tune into a show that's great at small talk, that will never tiptoe around topical things that will upset people, it's not this show.
And the experience every Sunday, 6 to 8. And, at least this Sunday, 6 to 8. And then Facebook next Sunday for us.
Okay.
And we'll see. Maybe we'll be invited back.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Is next weekend, I guess we should talk.
Something going on next weekend?
I think there's something going on. We don't want to say anything. Yeah. Again,
we'll figure it out.
We're the ugly stepchild so far of the experience, so we don't want to
So we'll be back next week.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe, hopefully. Hey, if anyone's interested, we still have Ghost Rider #1 and Spider-Woman #1. They will show up again. So
we'll be bringing them in. We had a lot of technical difficulties with our first show, and we didn't really give these books the kind of attention they should have had. So we'll be bringing them out.
Al, did we have a lot of technical difficulties?
We had a few. We had one or two.
We had a fair amount?
Yeah, a fair amount.
Fair amount. Yes. In case anyone is wondering, we're not very good at technology. Anyway, if anyone wants to contact us, you can find us on Facebook, Fat Jacks Comicrypt. Again, hopefully we'll be back here next week from 6 to 8 on The Experience. We are going to...
So it's not a secret. Next week is Black Comics Universe on The Experience.
Okay.
We didn't know. We don't want to let it out the bag if it's a...
In case something had changed.
We didn't want to be the release.
Yeah, so sorry that we were tiptoeing around it or what have you, but we were afraid that we were going to express or talk about something that might not be happening the way that we thought.
There's a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah. So please join us next week. We're going to have a bunch of Jack Kirby Black Panthers, specifically that Black Panther #1. We're going to have a little Sam Wilson Falcon. We're going to try to drum up some stuff. We'll get some books together. Hopefully, we will fit the theme appropriately and not embarrass ourselves the way that we usually do.
And check out The Experience. Looks like they got some big names coming this week for interviews and such.
Excellent. Again, comicshoppingexperience.com. You can find out all the information. You can, keep watching everybody. I believe you can see all of the shows, the videos after the fact on the YouTube channel.
On YouTube for sure, yeah.
Okay. I figure that we should probably learn more about the goings on.
And smash that like button.
Oh, yeah, right. Like, subscribe.
Fudge. Hit that like button.
Where's the button?
Sorry.
Where is it?
Sorry.
Somewhere. All right. We're not very good salesmen. You probably have noticed already. We're not very good at our jobs.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in, especially those who have been with us for this is hour 4 now.
Yeah.
Hour 3.5. So
hour 4-ish. Depending on how you define that. Again, I believe we're probably running out of time. We're at that time. Thank you so much, everybody. We really appreciate all of your time and attention.
Thank you, everybody.
Again, let everyone know you love them, man, because you might not get the chance the next time. Until next time, everyone. Peace.
Beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks by the spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Bay, loves baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers' grounds, and I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula. You might have seen picking up liquor on Agricola. The particular deliverer of the mail star, hopping fences, hanging out at the rail yard or a pier, just watching the harbor hop and feeling fat like Miller's old barber shop. And anytime I need to smile and relax and put my mind on the facts.
Hey comic fans, thanks for tuning in to a comic show. To save you time and entertain you, Aaron's hired me, Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of, to tell you the rules for a comic show. 1, we have things on A through F. Generally, you say the letter and one word about what it is. If you have a lag and you're calling A and you don't say A Avengers, and now Batman's on A, and you don't want that, we'd pull the wrong one for you. So we have to say the letter and one word about what it is. Have fun. Enjoy comics. Let's have a good time together. Let's save a comic shop. Let's save the comic industry, one comic at a time. No fan left behind. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Whenever I wasn't in school, it's cool. The Leafs, Habs, or the Bruins. Someone will always tell you what Crosby has been doing. And don't freak out if you hear a boom from the Citadel. That just means it's new.
I think that's the countdown. I think we're live. Here we are, a comic show. This is me, Aaron, from a comic shop, doing a comic show in my home office, just chilling. Had a pretty busy day today. Went down to Vero Beach, my hometown. Moved furniture around from my dad, from my mom, with my dad. And that was cool. Went out to lunch with them, drove back. About like hour, 45-minute drive each way. And Oral, my employee at the comic book store, he priced up a bunch of new stuff. I got some stuff I priced up. And this is from a collection that I just got last week. And just getting the first bits of it out. But last night I went to Windermere, which, if you don't know, that's like a kind of a Disney type town, kind of like Celebration or whatnot. I think Windermere was where Tiger Woods lived when he had that little craziness at his house. But yeah. So I went there, and walk-in closet full of comics. Guy, he's about 50 now. So he's been collecting since he was 7. Long story short, tomorrow morning, Orla and I are going out back to Windermere, and we're going to load up 2 SUVs full of comics, at least 10,000 comics. As I was flipping through them, I saw all kinds of cool stuff. I saw first Deadpool. I saw first Miss Marvel as Captain Marvel. I saw a ton of stuff. That Jock Detective cover. So that's going to be awesome. So this is the show. We're here from 8 to 10, just talking comics, selling some comics. I have next week's DC books. I have some cool things, some minor keys. This week is pretty chill, but I have some cool stuff. I have some really weird, really neat stuff that is like, my big deal, my bread and butter. But having said that, here's how you claim something. I know Booster was on there and saying you say the letter and one word about it. Just say something about it. There's no letters here. I should cut out the letters a bit. You're right. You're absolutely right. So, yeah. Oh, Kyle can do that. Yeah. This is a comic shop. Let me go over some of the things. If you're new and you want to buy from us, awesome, wonderful. We'll treat you right. Click on that tiny URL. There's 4 questions. One question is, what's your name? What's your email so we can invoice you? We invoice through PayPal on Wednesday nights for the whole week. The next one, are you local or shipped? And as the dudes before me said, we are from Orlando, Central Florida. So if you're in the Central Florida area, you can come to a comic shop, conveniently centrally located on University and Cimarron intersection. And you can pick up your books when we're open. It's cool. Maybe get something else. That would be even better. If you are shipped, if we need to ship to you, it's $10 flat. $10 flat per shipment. If you want it shipped immediately, even if you only buy 1 book, just message me and say, yo, I want this shipped right now. I'm paying the $10 shipping flat, and I want this shipped right now. I'll ship it right now. The next thing is we can build a box. This can be our Sunday night show here. It can be our Tuesday show on our own page. It can be our Wednesday show on Comic Book Shopping Network. Right now, all 8 to 10, kind of streamline that. Any special pop-up shows we do, everything would be put into the same box for the same $10 until it fills the full box, whether it's a diamond comic box or whether it's a medium-sized priority box. Fit 50 comics or more in there, and that would just be $10, just $10 flat. So I guess that's it. Oh, and the last question would be, do you have a different name on PayPal than you do on Facebook? That's fine. A lot of people have aliases for different reasons. I don't know. We're not trying to blow up your spot or anything. We just want to know, because when you pay your invoice on PayPal and it says, Kix paid an invoice, I say, well, who the hell is Kix? What's going on here? And then we find out by searching with your email, your name. And then we're like, oh, cool. I guess that's his business. So if your PayPal shows up as a business, mine does as a comic shop, just let us know, and then we'll be prepared. So here's what I got out here. This is the first Solo Blade story, the first Solo Blade, Tomb of Dracula, Lord of the Vampires. It's number 58. It's a mid-grade. It's a newsstand copy. It's $12. It is the first Solo Blade, a very special issue. Blade fights alone because he's just fighting with himself. So Tomb of Dracula, first Blade solo, mid-grade, $12. This is Rai, like shortened samurai, Rai, issue 0. Really important issue for the whole Valiant comics universe, but also it's the first appearance of Bloodshot. You'll see other things like first cameo. This is the first full appearance of Bloodshot, and I have it for just $15. Now over here, This is a classic cover, iconic cover. It's a Galactus Silver Surfer cover. That other dude, his name's the Punisher. Don't think he really went anywhere. I think he was a herald, but his name is the Punisher. So anyway, it's Galactus. It's Silver Surfer. When Galactus calls, I put it at 5.5. The spine really is not bad. Everything about it is dead on for, getting like a 7 or so, but then it has this chip. It has a chip out of the cover. Small chip, but it has a chip out of the cover. So I put that at a 5.5. I mean, if you look at that spine, it looks nice. But unfortunately, it has that chip on there. So at a 5.5, I put it at $50. And this over here is Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu. It's a newsstand copy. I have 1 through 6 here. And they are in fine plus on average. This number 1 is VF on this. Number 2 as well, newsstand. Say it's a fine plus. Number 3, about a VF or a fine plus. Number 4, same way. This one I would say solid VF. Number 5, I would say solid VF. And number 6 is absolutely a solid VF. That's a really cool cover too on number 6. So this is 1 through 6. Fist of Khonshu, New Beginning, issue 1 through 6 for $20. And on average, I just put those all at fine plus. So we got that Fantastic Four, really iconic cover there. First Bloodshot and first Solo Blade. So all pretty reasonable. Send a message to Build a Bucks. It doesn't ship. Haven't heard back. Oh yeah, I saw that and I meant to message back. Sorry, John. But no, I assure you that you're in the stack of stuff of building a box. I really should have been like ridiculously kind of going all over the place lately. Next week, Thursday, Friday, I'll be able to take a little break. But tomorrow is going to be all about that huge collection. Tuesday, new books come in from Diamond. I'll be processing those with Oral, giving those to Oral, and then processing that new collection, then do my live show. Wednesday, new comic book day sales. Still processing that collection. And then a live show on the Comic Book Shop Network from 8 to 10. And then Thursday, finally chill. And I will answer all emails that catch up on all that stuff. And packages have been going out constantly. People that have said they wanted their package out, like I think Chris Netter's like, hey, don't wait on my package. Send it out immediately. So we're getting the packages out. I'm just just a little bit. I think I need to hire another employee, honestly. I really think that's what it is. I think I need to hire another employee. So anyway, I had an offer over here of let's see. Offer of 15 on Moon Knight to Joe LaFranca. I'll take that. And yes, you see, you can make an offer on things. Maybe not a big key when it first goes out, but you can always make an offer on things. And I will most likely take it or make you a counter. Make you a counter offer. Here is Aliens. I put this in VF minus. It's just because it has this black cover and you see that white on there. Other than that, it's nice. And this is first print. This is not second, third, fourth print. This is first print. Really cool Aliens cover from the first Aliens run. Their second appearance, $6. And I would take an offer on this. I think I priced it full mid-grade. And I could take an offer on that. And what else we got there? So I got that, the other. Oh, here's a fun one. This one's cool. Trust me, this is cool. It is from 2001, Chaos Comics. Chaos Comics, the Lady Death, Evil Ernie publisher. Really cool guy, Brian Polito. But this is their On the Edge, where they did some licensed book. And this is number 1. And it's The Rock. It's cool. Is The Rock $5? The Rock, $5. What else I got here? No rush on your box. Cool. You too tired to burn. Yeah. I did not see the Young Rock TV show yet. I saw trailers for it, and it looked kind of cool. I mean, I like The Rock. I mean, I like Maui. You know, like You're Welcome. I watched every season of that silly HBO show about the football. I really have. You know, like he's charismatic. I like that guy. He's cool, but I don't know about a show just about his life. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to hear some good stuff about it before I watch it. All right, so I got this first solo blade in mid-grade, and this is me being harsh on it, honestly. I do that when it's, things being shipped. So put it mid-grade. It has a tear up on the top corner, a slight tear. So that's why I put it mid-grade. I had that at $12, but I would take an offer on that. Oh, DC's FOC is due tonight. And then here I have got Tomb of Dracula. I actually love Andre the Giant, and I saw that part in one of the trailers and one of the teasers, and I was like, I kind of want to see that. So yeah, I'll at least watch an Andre the Giant guest starring episode. So I got this for Mr. Acevedo. And then this is, I put it in VG 4.0 and for $4. So, I mean, it's VG, which is a low grade, it's below mid, 4.0 VG for $4. This is Captain Marvel number 4, 12-cent comic. Captain Marvel versus the Submariner. Skinny Andre, what? What? All right. So I got this rock, $5. I take it off from that. I would take it off from this. I priced it full for mid-grade, but I take it off for that. And this $6 is just what I came up with. It's not on key, but I saw closed auctions on eBay because it is, first print, number 2, second appearance. And here is in fine condition, the Champions newsstand number 16 for $3. And here's a mid-grade book. Mid-grade, like a 5.0. It has covers fully attached, no issues there. It just has a lot of spine color breaks, spine ticks throughout. That brings it down to like a 5. But it's the first appearance of Airwalker, and he was the Galactus Herald after Silver Surfer. Cool issue here. 120, and you see that spine has those color breaks throughout, and that's why I made it mid-grade, like a 5.0, $12. So I take an offer on those. Putting up some weird stuff tonight. Running this out of your place. Yeah, this is my home office. I got a lot of cool stuff in here. I'll do a tour at some point when I actually have an employee helping me that can hold the camera and walk around while I describe things and pick stuff up and not drop things. What we got going on today? Oh, Brian's texted me. Who else texted me? All right. So, I got some other fun stuff. I love this cover. Look at that power sword. Put this as VF. Newsstand. That's half Skeletor, half He-Man. It is the second issue. This is back when it was DC, not when it was a Star Marvel. This is the 3-issue miniseries. Really cool cover there. And it's the origin of He-Man. The Origin of He-Man. Put that out for $10. I also had one of the number 2s near mint from Marvel Star Comics. Cool. All right, Kyle, can you send me a link to YouTube or Twitter? And are you able to put the comments on the screen? The Rye, I actually have 2 of those. So Rye is, I'll give you, put a link in here. I will just click on it and have that open. Have that as the first appearance of Bloodshot, near mint for $15. And I actually had 2 of those. Here's the second one. The StreamYard link, the same link I already sent you. Oh, that's a different StreamYard than the other StreamYard. I have that StreamYard on my other computer, and I see your comments on there. Yeah, you can claim that, Vincent, and hopefully you saw the tiny URL and can do that. Oh, dude, you're gonna think I'm an idiot if you don't already, Kyle. On this thing, it defaults to private chat, and then next to it, there's a different thing I can click that shows me comments. So, sorry, bro. That one I'll have on you, and this one I'll have on this. Thank you, Vincent Faust. That's a cool name. Very ominous. You got one. I have a second one. If anyone else is interested for $15, I have a second one. Got a collection of that too. All right. So, seeing these comments on here, and it shows me all the comments. That's cool. Facebook and everything else. Neat. Can I write comments in here for people to see, though? Might have to. I don't know. And Acevedo claimed the other one. Good times. The other Rye is claimed. Cool. What else we got going on here? Right on. Oh, and I had these. I think these are going to get another bump again as ENIAC 1 comes out next month. The first, well, this is technically the first Bad Idea book. It literally says on the CGC, first Bad Idea title, even though it wasn't officially marked as such. It came from them, incognito-like. And I have this at the price that it is on Key Collector raw. That's the price it is raw. I've sold some over this. I still have a couple left. I think that it's going to get another bump of interest as that book comes out because they did things where retailers are getting allocated half their order and the rest was not first prints. I think that's going to have a lot of buzz for people trying to get that first print. And retailers can't sell it for any more than cover price for the first month. So that's kind of interesting. And then this will be reprinted in the third issue of ENIAC. And I think that's going to get some excitement for this as well. But we have some, and this is just anytime someone wants to claim it. You can go on Key Collector and see it. And I have it obviously graded. There are 2 different runs of Masters of the Universe. This is the DC original miniseries. DC did a 3-issue miniseries. Then somehow Marvel got the licensing, and they did it for Marvel Star right afterwards, and that was the ongoing. So there was a 3-issue mini from DC, and this is the ongoing afterwards from Star Marvel. This is the Origin. It is $10. This is the second issue near mint of the ongoing, and I put that at $6. So I can take offers on that, especially if you want to make an offer on both. That's always great. What else cool do I have? Oh, this was fun. I love it when You're looking for something, and then you find that thing. And here's what it is. So you see this book, right? You see this book, and it's sideways. That's neat. It's sideways. And then the entire thing is sideways. The entire story is sideways. But it has one of these things like that Hobgoblin issue of Amazing Spider-Man where it says, bonus feature, free tattoos inside. It's incomplete without the tattoos. Does it have the tattoos? So the first thing I do when I see something like this, yes, it's really neat that it's all sideways and that the story is completely sideways. Not the ads, but the story. But you see this thing and you're like, oh, that's neat. Look for free tattoos. Of course I am. I want to see if it's complete. And boom, there they are. They're here. The tattoos are inside. Has not been opened, hasn't been tampered with. I can literally see the tattoo. When I hold up the light, I can see the square tattoo in there. Probably a couple on top of each other since it's the Z implies 2. It implies an S, which implies 2. So this I put at the full key collector because it has the tattoos. It's in near mint. And the other thing Key Collector said about it that was cool is it's a sideways issue. So that's why I priced it at that. It has the tattoos. It's complete. It's near mint. It's cool. It's definitely cool. This I had taken offer on. You know, it's hard to grade price. It's easy to grade. It's hard to price things like that. Both of these for 6 or both for 12. Well, yeah, you got it, bro. Both for 12. Let's do this. $12 for Norman up there in North Carolina. Good stuff. All right, what else do I got? Oh, this is fun. VF minus, and I was really harsh on that. Someone could argue with VF. And the problems it has is just these slight color breaks. That's why I did a VF minus. There's slight color breaks down the spine. Overall, this looks really good until you really get close and scrutinize it. And there's several color breaks on the spine that are very small. VF minus put it at 20. I think it's like a $40 book in high grade. Oh, I got some weird Golden Age stuff. Disney. Here's one. What do I have here? I'm taking the aliens off. This is Walt Disney Comics and Stories 10-cent cover 1954. Put it at 6.0. It's issue 170. They're keeping warm. It's a lot of Native American stuff in these 50s Disney. Yeah, you get that, sir. Put this at just $15. 6.0, 10-cent cover. And I do have more than one. So if someone else wants it, they can have it. And Steven, I know you were local at one time. I don't know if people have moved, with this pandemic and all that stuff. If you need it shipped, I will absolutely ship that. I would ship it nice. I put bubble wrap, straight priority. I'll make it like a brick. You won't hear any shake. It'd be nice. So I do have another one. There actually is one right over there. Yes, it says 1,000, but that's what, like, oh, it's at $100 over the guide. I paid, I literally paid $50 to get it graded because I pay $10 for press, regardless if it's something worth, over $200, why not pay the $10 for a press? And then it's $40 to grade. I don't have to pay shipping because I have a wonderful guy, Jason from Captured Collectibles, that drives to and from Sarasota, from, Central Florida to Sarasota. It's not all that far, but it's not something I want to do regularly. And he does that every week, driving stuff down, picking stuff up. So I'm $50 into it, over and above. So that's why it's really not, it's really not that big of a thing. Condition of ROM. I put VF minus. It has some small color breaks, but there are several of them. That's why I put VF minus. Very small color breaks on the spine. So that's why I put it at 20. It's one of those books that might need to sell in the store or a place where someone can actually look at it and say, like, yeah, I'm satisfied with that being my copy. I hate to say that. It presents well, but I'm saying, like, there's some things that in a VF minus you're like, I want a better copy. And something else could be exactly VF minus. Awesome. We'll send you an invoice. You pick it up. There's other things that would be a VF minus. Look like, nah, dude, I don't like a black cover with some big white spine ticks. I'm like, no, dude, I'll get a better copy. Where something like this, it's like, that's very cool. I think I'll save the $20. Or you can make an offer. So what do we got here? Steven's talking, nice. What number is that FF? I have 2 different FFs out here. Oh, this one is 120. And that is, I knocked this down to mid-grade. I knocked this down to a 5.0. Because you can see covers attached. There's nothing missing. It just has stress marks. But that spine is black and it has color breaks like incessantly. So I dropped it down all the way to a 5. And then I just put it at $12. First Airwalker. But you can see it's been out here. That Fantastic Four over here is $252. It's a completely sideways issue on the inside and the cover. It's a near mint. And it's one of those issues that month that had the tattoos, and it has the tattoos. It has the tattoos fully intact, not tampered with. Sometimes they'll have the insert still there, but the tattoos have been taken out of it. And I held up the light. Like, obviously, it doesn't look like there's any tampering, but then I held up the light, and I can see the tattoos through there. You know, kind of MacGyvered it, I guess. And then I have a 5.5 issue 74 ready to go. .5. This spine actually looks great on this. It just has that chip of missing right there. A chip of missing. Like it just chipped off. Which is very unfortunate. Something that I almost definitely would have graded if it didn't have that chip out of it. But at mid-grade, $50. Like I said, I would take an offer on that. And we got an offer of 15 on ROM I saw come through. So that sounds cool. Sounds very cool. You guys, I discovered something that I had never known. Which is weird. Because it's something that I knew some of. And I was very much into G.I. Joe. Insanely obsessed with G.I. Joe at the time. Like 84, 85, 86. Those were my G.I. Joe years. You know, I got some 83 Joes. Definitely got some 82 Joes. But 84, 85, 86, and 85 specifically. That's the sweet spot. And these Order of Battle comics go up through 86. It's awesome. So I got this for 15 for Acevedo. What's up, Ship? Richard Ship, did you still need Morrison Doom Patrols? Because I know that I just haven't been getting them in any collections. But this collection that I'm getting tomorrow, I saw that era absolutely in there. I saw it. Like, I was like, yay. I also saw Sandman, like pre-Vertigo Sandman. Not Jack Kirby, but Morpheus came in before it became Vertigo Sandman. So I'm hoping to pull out a number 1. I'm hoping to pull out a First Death. You know, looked good. So $15 for Acevedo. Good. We had those Fantastic Fours. All right, so this Order of the Battle, I'll put it out. It is $8. Issue 1's near mint. Issue 4's near mint. And this one has all the vehicles, just all the vehicles. And I was surprised how many I owned because I would trade them with all my friends. Like I didn't own all these vehicles at the same time, but I did own them over time. There was one time that I just decided I was going to trade all my Joes for Cobra. All my Joes, all my Joe vehicles, I traded for Cobra. and I just made my room into Cobra Island. I had Terradrome, or Technodrome. No, that was Turtles. I had the Terradome, and I had the Hydrofoil. I had just all that stuff. The Moccasin. It said Rattlers. And if any of the my friends, any of the local neighborhood kids wanted to play G.I. Joe, they kind of had to come to my house because I had all the Cobras. What are they going to do? Have a tea party with the Barbies? So I was a huge G.I. Joe guy. But issue 2 and 3 are actually in fine condition. 1 and 2 are direct with that Spider-Man face. Those are near mint. 2 and 3 are newsstands, and they are a little bit more beat. They're in fine condition. So I just did $2 a piece. But here's something really freaking cool that I knew some and I didn't know some. I knew some and I didn't know some. So here it is. So we got issue 3 of G.I. Joe Order Battle, all Cobra issue. Really cool. And again, anyone can claim this. It's just all of those for just the $8. That's $2 an issue. And there's a retraction at the end. And this retraction says, the character of Rocky Balboa, codenamed Rocky, was incorrectly included as a member of G.I. Joe in the G.I. Joe Order of Battle issue 2 on page 10. Rocky is not and has never been a member of G.I. Joe. I read that verbatim in that retraction. They also printed that same retraction in issue, oh, that's so cool, in issue 4 at the end. And the reason I didn't get these ordered battles when I was a kid, because I thought it was silly. I had all the file cards. I had all that. Why do I need it in the comic? You know, I only had so much money. And it was basically just the file cards as a comic. You know, I got the Who's Who. I got the Marvel handbooks. But for G.I. Joe Order of Battle, it was essentially, I already have this information because I kept all those file cards. So here's this issue 2. Here's this issue 2. And you open it up and see, it's like the file cards, but Rocky, I knew he was going to be made into a figure, and I knew whatever happened, Sylvester Stallone, whatever his agent, I don't know, whoever backed out of it. They backed out of it. There were other characters that got figures from real life, like the refrigerator Perry and dude right here too. Where is he? Sergeant Slaughter, wrestler, professional wrestler. So figure was never made. I knew that. I knew there was going to be a figure. I knew it was never made. I just never knew it made it all the way to Larry Hama making a file card for him and it being in this Order of Battle. Because in issue 3, that is the character that his tooled figure was changed to. A Cobra named Big Boa with that ridiculous helmet. So anyway, when I was pricing these, I found out something I never knew. And it was interesting. So I should have bought these. So anyway, it is 1 through 4. 1 and 2 are all the Joes. Issue 3 is all Cobra. And issue 4 is all vehicles. And I have that for $8. I just love nerdy stuff like that. Remember when I was reading up on Star Wars Handbook and found out that Droopy McCool from the Max Rebo Band emits a pheromone out of his body, like a fart, that smells like vanilla. This is canon. It smells like vanilla. All right, so what are we going here? $10 minutes to a break. All right. So I do an offer on that. I was just super excited to see the tattoos in there. I do an offer on that. You know, I would do that for 10. I do that for 6. And I have some other Golden Age books that I thought were pretty clever. Here's one. I can't pronounce this. I probably shouldn't even try. 1957, The Bravest Brave. Had a 6.0. $10. 1975. Holes in your Sandman run. All right. Take down this G.I. Joe, take down this Fantastic Four. Let's see that Rock again. Here is VF Avengers 260. It is the first cover appearance and the origin of Thanos' daughter Nebula. First cover appearance and origin, VF for $5. Take down this The Rock. I would have taken off on that. I just priced it. It was starting to go up slightly on eBay lately. And here is a mid-grade copy, 5.0. It has color breaks throughout the spine. I knocked that down to 5.0. I might be being too harsh on it. But that, I see that. It takes 2FS for 16. This is the first Captain Britain in the U.S., first Captain Britain printed in the U.S., and it's the first cameo of Arcade. I have that for $15. Let's see where I put that other one. Talking about that Airwalker Fantastic Four and this Sideways Fantastic Four. Boom, boom. The Mark Jewelers. I would have to look that up. The Mark Jewelers inserts are always, every time I've looked one of those up, they're always more money. Always. So I think that's cool. And I wouldn't think that it would have both a Mark Jewelers insert and a tattoo insert, but I don't know. I've never researched that specifically. So I could be wrong. And here is, put this at VF minus, but I don't know. It looks like VF. It has some small color breaks on the spine. First Frankie Gray becomes a second Nova, becomes a Herald of Galactus. When Galactus calls. When calls Galactus. I don't know. That is the right verbiage. When calls Galactus is also on here. So that would be a cool thing to do both. Two different Heralds, two different Galactus covers. That one's just the hand, but still. Galactus Silver Surfer covers. On this one, Galactus and Herald covers, I meant to say. So I could do both of these together for $50. That would be cool. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. Yes. I still have that first Captain Britain in the US. And here is a 7.0. This is a nice copy for a Silver Age book. Mighty Avengers 65. Mighty Avengers 65, The Swordsman Strikes. Got that for $15. The Swordsman Strikes. This is something fun. I remember getting this comic off a newsstand at 7-Eleven. I watched the cartoon. I didn't even know it was a Troma movie. I watched the cartoon, The Toxic Avenger. This is a newsstand near mint copy, and it is, I priced it at $20 that Key Collector put it at, because just in November, it was announced that it was optioned for a new movie with Dinklage connected to it. So I just watched that movie with him on Netflix, that original movie, like I Care a Lot. It was dark comedy, crime. It was cool. He was like a Russian crime boss. Neat stuff. So anyway, $20, Toxic Avenger. It is the newsstand variant. And yeah, man, make me some offers. Keep doing this. I still have one more hero trade that I would sell for $900. Wear my Boba Fett shirt. My Rio. It's that Duran Duran album cover, but with Boba Fett. So I take offers on lots of this stuff. Going back to the StreamYard comments. Let's see what I got going on. I think we're going to take a break real soon for a commercial break. And I got this. This has just been going straight up. It is the import SH Fig Arts Bandai import. Perfect condition. It is Boba Fett. And this just keeps going up. It's an official thing. I know there was knockoffs of some of these. This one is absolutely official. Has the hologram. It's an import. It's Bandai. It's perfect. Never been opened. Boba Fett. And I have it at 80. If you go on eBay and look at sold, most recent, it has continuously sold for over $100 recently. So put it for 80. That's pretty cool. I am very, very tempted to take it on, play with it. But I own the Black Series one, so you know, can't do everything. I gotta restrain myself. This I could just put on eBay, but maybe there's a hardcore Boba Fett dude out there watching. Be like, yo, I would like that. I want to pay no $100 and be like, yo, I'd give you like $65 for it. And I'd be like, yo, okay, cool. I never wanted to list it on eBay anyway. That's a pain in the butt. I do that stuff, but that's a pain in the butt. All right, we're about to go on a break, but I have some other, I just had some Star Wars figures here that I was pricing. I can put some of those out. I can put out all new stuff. I have a lot of stuff actually that I can get to. I was just having a lot of fun with that. So we're going to go on a break and we will be back. Thanks, guys.
You are watching Minute to Skim It on the Experience, so hello. All right, we've got lots of books to review for you guys today. And Hannah just basically showed up just the number ones and showed them to me, and I was like, oh, we have
Just for the indies.
Just for the indies, yeah. I was like, we have got a lot to do.
Beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks by the spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Behe, love baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers' grounds, and you know I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula. You might have seen picking up liquor on Agricola, the particular deliverer of the Mail Star, hopping fences, hanging out at the rail yard, or a pier, just watching the harbor hop and feeling fat, like Miller's old barbershop.
All right, we're back. Good times, good times. All right, so I would take offers on any of this stuff. You know, like as far as what's out here, I price that at full guide. I price that at full guide for the condition, and same with that, and same with this. Really, I price them all full guide for their condition. So it would not be unreasonable to offer me something on these that are lower than what I put, because I put them at full. This I was super excited to see. Hadn't seen that in a while, but I could take like that. I could take like 30. That I could take like 8. That I just got it in, but I've never sold one for 20 before. This is a new recent phenomenon since the new option was announced. I could take 10 for that. I could take 7 for that. But here is some new stuff I was going to put out. Fun and weird. Fun and weird stuff. Here is one of my favorite comics. Did I say 7 on this? I think I said 7 on that. That's pretty cool. It is nice. Never had it up in the store. Here is a Love Tick. This is Paul the Samurai, number 9 and 10, 2 consecutive issues. These are great near mint condition. You got Man-Eating Cow, Tick, and Paul the Samurai with a broom. So that is both issues for $10. Both issues for $10. Going back to the StreamYard comments. That Dr. Fate. Are you talking about that Dr. Fate figure that is coming from, what is that? Is it Mezco? Some other they did they're doing a Black Bolt with Lockjaw. And then I saw they put out Dr. Fate, which is cool, you know. You're gonna do a 3rd string DC character, maybe 2nd string, but pretty much 3rd string Dr. Fate, you know. Yeah. I mean, he's series 2.
I didn't get that.
I wouldn't ask you anything. Stop that, Siri. I'm not even talking to you. No one said anything to you.
I don't understand.
Shut up. All right, cool. All right, Captain America Special, number 2 in VF. That is a beautiful, beautiful cover. That is $15. Captain America Special, number 2 in VF for $15. And here was a cool comic. The Wild Wild West. I mean, you know the song, you know the movie. This is the Millennium comic. 1, 2, and 3. And what is really unique and key about this is that's Adam Hughes. That's an early Adam Hughes cover. Adam Hughes from 1990. Early Adam Hughes cover. Millennium Comics 1, 2, and 3. These are all in near mint. And I put that for $15. The Wild Wild West. I think number 1 is on Key Collector for $8. And I just looked for what runs sold on eBay. But number 1's $8. So I can take an offer on that. This was really cool. It says Paul Dini. It says Darwin Cook. I mean, these are like great pedigree names in animated style. I mean, Darwin Cook's New Frontier just translated to animation perfect, flawlessly. So this is the animated Witchblade number 1, and that is $3. Got old Toxie here. And this was the first Nebula cover and her origin. We got Lasardi. Oh, you got that Avengers for $7? Okay, cool. I see it. Yeah, Mezco. I want that. I actually want that. It'd be cool if they did like a lot of the Superpowers characters, but modern. So this is $7 for Lumber. And then Toxic Avenger is $10 for Lasardi. Cool. So if we have any Tick fans out there, that is awesome. Classic, nostalgic Tick. And here is Captain America, number 167. And this is VF Plus. $8, 167. It was titled Captain America and the Falcon then. Showdown with the Yellow Claw. Then I have the final Dark Detective number 4. And this also has the Red Hood as the second feature. And the Red Hood is the first character, the first series that is moving on past these 2 months of Future State as an ongoing. There's going to be an ongoing Red Hood Future State issue of Red Hood in Gotham in the future, which is cool. And this issue, something very crazy happens to him. So this is Dark Detective number 4, and I have a cover price of $6. And this comes out this Tuesday, so in 2 days. Number 4 for $6. Oh, here's a mid-grade copy of something you guys might be interested in. Giant Size, Avengers, number 4, The Marriage of Vision and Scarlet Witch, kind of key. I have it at mid-grade. Mid-grade, I put it at like 5.0. I put that at $20 for mid-grade. So let's see what's up. It's a cool little key. What else I got going on here? Oh, you already claimed Giant Size Avengers. Okay. All right, man. All right. I see you. I see you, baby. Oh, yes. I love this. I love these figures. Crystar, Saga of Crystar. And I like the cool trivia of it all. I also like the era, obviously. This distributed by Marvel Entertainment Group is crazy too. In the UPC there. So these are all VF to near mint. I mean, basically near mint. This is near mint number 1. It's a Danzig key, a Glenn Danzig key. Michael Golden did these covers. I'll show you this cover. And then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Nightcrawler, 7, and then 8 is the big key in it, and that is the skull that became the Glenn Danzig skull. You know, the dude from Misfits, Sam Hain, Glenn Danzig. He saw this skull that Michael Golden did, and he licensed it. This is real. This is real. You can look this up on Key Collector. That's 8, 9, 10, and 11 with Outflight, double size last issue. So I have the entire run in VF to near mint, basically VF plus to near mint, and I have that for $30. Our best offer. And that absolutely has that key in it. Number 1's a key too, the first appearance of Crystar, but it's that issue 8 with that Glenn Danzig skull. Really cool piece of trivia. Here was a fun book I found in a collection. This collection, CBS Presents Action Zone. Action Zone. If this cover looks kind of weird to you, it's because that's Jim Lee. Jim Lee doing a CBS Presents Action Zone comic promoting their Saturday morning lineup with Ninja Turtles, Jim Lee's Wildcats. That's why Jim Lee did the cover. But the story inside in the animated is totally animated style. And then that Skeleton Warriors. Lots of cool ads in here. Lots of cool nostalgia. It was promoting their Saturday morning lineup. So it's in Fine Plus, and I put that for $4. Thought it was a cool curiosity. Then I got this Madman ash can with red foil. Madman. Love Madman. Look, I really do. I love Madman. Oh, Crystar set. You got them figures, don't you? See, I love Madman. I got the whole bubblegum trading card set around here too. I just did the new Kickstarter for the original figure, the figure in the original costume. So that's Madman Adventures, the Ash Can Crystar set sold. Sold to you, brother. So I sold that, and I sold the Action Zone. That is a fun book. Cool. Then I have Gladstone, Walt Disney's Adventures of Uncle Scrooge Adventures. It says that Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. It's in fine. Put it at $6, but take an offer on that. Just really cool cover. Here's something Neil Adams did that's freaking weird. PC Comics, Skate Man. Skate Man by Neil Adams. Definitely need to remember to do that DCFOC tonight. Hate that it's due on Sundays and everything else is due on Monday. Such a pain in the butt. All right. And here is Star Wars. This is super thick. Zam Weasel special. Ron Mars writing, $5. I have a VF copy of Outlander #1, Star Wars Outlander, which is the first appearance of Ara Singh. Met her a long time ago at a Wizard World Chicago back like 2001. So this is in VF, it's $10. And this was a cool Star Wars I found in this collection. Surprise to find. It is the J. Scott Campbell Boba Fett exclusive cover of Star Wars #1, but it's the black and white, more exclusive, more limited version of that exclusive. So a lot of times when you do a store exclusive cover, or an artist does their own exclusive cover, they have to do so many copies of the, if it's Marvel, like 3,000 copies of the regular cover, or DC, and then they have the option to do another, 1,000 of a variation of it. So this is the black and white, more limited variation of this exclusive cover. It's a near mint. It's J. Scott Campbell's exclusive as Boba Fett. You have that trifecta of Boba Fett, Han, and Jabba. Jabba hires Boba Fett to get Han because Han dropped all his spice. I put it at $20. It's a near mint. It's #1, but it's an exclusive, and it is the more limited of the exclusive. So I put that for $20. It's a near mint. It's J. Scott Campbell Boba Fett. So I got that Madman sold, and it looks like I sold the J. Scott Campbell as well. Thank you, Jerry, and thank you, Robert DeShield Sheet Paulson. Didn't even have to set that one down. Then I also found this black and white. It was either 1 per store or 2 per store, but it's the party, the JTC, the guy that does the action figure covers. He did the party cover for this Star Wars, the Jason Aaron Marvel run. And this was the black and white variant of that party. So I put that for $25. I could take an offer on some of these things. Not the Detective that's brand new. Some of the other ones. Oh, the party got called too. Came to the party, man. Good times. I got this new DC original young adult graphic novel, Nubia, real one. And that is the cover price of $17. And it is super thick. Original graphic novel. I mean, this would be a lot of issues of 22-page comics. Ooh, Wonder Woman's in it too. Neat. I mean, that's not a spoiler. I mean, you could pretty much guess. But Nubia, the real one, this is $17 cover price. And it's OGN, is new next week. New on Tuesday. I have this Outlander 1. I got Skate Man, Cap and Falcon. We'll be back on Tuesday on our own page, coming out of a comic shop. That'll be fun. All right. FF74, was that hot one? 74. Would I do 30? Yeah, man, for you, I'll do that. Done. Thank you, sir. And then this is The Last Ronin, number 2. If you want to claim a 2 first print, that is $9. Just tell me, Ronin 2. You can do that for $9 cover price. We still have some. Probably about maybe 20 copies total left after the first week. So did the ordering pretty dead on that. And then this is a first print number 1. So you got this near mint first print number 1, which could go for $40 by itself. And then you have that together. So that is 1 and 2, both first prints for $40. And this is a near mint plus, absolutely perfect copy of the Milo Manara, Chris Claremont, X-Women. I mean, Milo Manara is known for erotica. So, yeah, that's what it is. He did that Spider-Woman variant that caused all that controversy of, like the butt. It caused controversy. It was a thing on the internet. But that is a book that I've been considering sending to CGC just because it's so unique and it's so it will probably get a 9.8. And here, this is this rare DC Universe logo. So it's the DC Universe printing. And it's a cool cover with the logo, the symbol really big as the logo. And then this is also a pedigree. Issue 700 of Action Comics, 700. And this is that DC Universe logo variant of that. So we got a call for the Ronin. If you want just a Ronin 2 for $9, let me know. If not, I'm doing the first print 1 with the 2 for $40. So if you just wanted the 2 for $9, let me know. I can handle that, no problem. What I have out here right now is the set for $40. Ooh, X-Woman went. Silver Age. I will have more Silver Age on Tuesday and probably Wednesday and then next Sunday. But this collection I got didn't really have much. So, and I've been really good at moving through a lot of it, But I do have a huge collection that I'm like paying Oral to drive out and help carry it downstairs and help. It's in a walk-in closet upstairs of this huge house. And just seems like it's going to be a real pain. But there's so many good books in there. I was going through the boxes and the boxes and the boxes, and they just kept getting better. Like as I went farther into the closet, they just kept getting better. And then I just worked out a deal. I was like, I don't have to go through any more of these. We can just work out a deal. So I got X-Women for the Shields. And then I have the Superman white cover DC logo for Norman. Cool. This is Uncanny X-Men number 235 and near mint newsstand, and it's the first appearance of Genosha. You know, that island of Genosha where all that craziness went down. Here is one of my favorite franchises, Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead number 4. Ambushed by the American Amazons. Now, these Rick Parker covers are hot. There's one book that I have that is a key just because of the Rick Parker cover. Beavis and Butthead number 4 for $4. It looks like it's about time for our next break. So there's that. Good times. That cover is fun too. Stuart Winger. All right, let's go to break.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise. A promise of adventure. A promise of excitement. A promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit ComicShopLocator.com today.
Beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the public gardens, feeding ducks Bud the Spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Bay, he loves baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers grounds, and you know I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula. You might have seen picking up liquor on Agricola. The particular deliverer of the Mail Star, hopping fences, hanging out at the rail yard or a pier, just watching the harbor hop and feeling fat like Miller's old barbershop. And anytime I need.
All right, we're back. So I put a hero trade back out. This is a 9.8 for the raw price of $900. We already sold one tonight. I had a second one just over there. So 9.8 for the raw price of just $900. So for the raw price, you can get graded. You know, I did all the legwork to get it graded, I guess. I paid the $10 to press it and the $40 to have it slabbed. And now you can get a 9.8 for the price that Key Collector app has for the raw. And then over here, I have 2 near mint copies of Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin, The Return of Aladdin, Jafar's Revenge. Nice near mint copy. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 together for $6. I got a Beavis and Butthead for $4. I got a Beavis and Butthead for $3. I got the Last Ronin First Prince for $40. And here I have a super nice copy, first print of Walter Simonson's Walter Simonson's Thor, which starts with this issue. It starts with this issue with Beta Ray Bill. It goes from issue 337 through 348. Walter Simonson, story, pencils, and inks. I put it just $15. This is a $25 volume. It's some pedigree Thor. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Simonson's run. I put that at $15. If you're interested in Beavis and Butthead, I have a few others that I could put out. Last Ronin, number 2 only. Number 2 only. That I can handle. I'm super enjoying Last Ronin. It's giving me nostalgia for both Mirage Ninja Turtles and Frank Miller and Dark Knight Returns, kind of. And the first Ronin. Really good stuff. Makes me feel them feels. All right. What is that X-Men book? The X-Men book I had was the first Genosha. I have a bunch of X-Men, though. Oh, here's the first appearance of Henry Gyrich. That is $12. And this is a newsstand copy of Avengers 165. This one I had was the first appearance of the Island of Genosha. That is issue 235. And I looked this up again, and it is continuously selling for $40. When you click most recent, it had a big spike, but I put it down to 20. I had it out for 40 before, so it's continuously sold for that on eBay. It is the first print, Boba Fett, Enemy of the Empire, and this is literally Boba Fett versus Vader. Boba Fett versus Vader, pre-Empire Strikes Back. And this is how he built his reputation with Vader, so that Vader, hired him to find Han Solo, which he did. So this is a super nice first print copy of the entire volume for just $20. So that is a really good deal. Like, I know if I put that up on eBay for $20, it would be sold probably by the time I woke up in the morning. So why don't I do that? I don't know. Why don't I pay employees to do that? I do enjoy doing shows. I like it. It's fun. Oh, so that Boba Fett went. Sweet. Here is Savage Dragon number 50. Number 50 in near mint for $7. Near mint copy of Milestone issue number 50, 100 page. 100 page spectacular. Thank you, Tanya. else I got going on here? My Facebook has a lot of dings. I haven't been liking comments on Facebook because I've been looking at the feed on the other thing, which has a lot of stuff, man. It's fun. Going back to the StreamYard feed. Oh, Joe LaFranca, you only wanted the issue 2. You didn't want the 2 together. Didn't know, so I just kind of put it on the side, just in case I had to take that off. I didn't write it on this one. So if you just want the issue 2, that is no problem. I could do that. I could do it right now. So I got that Savage Dragon for $7. Angel, if you want this, I should give you first dibs on the other Savage Dragon I got here. So I'll put you on for just this one. Joe, thanks for clarifying that. Unless you meant you wanted an extra number 2. All right, so I said I would offer, I'm just going to put this one out. This was not the one I was saying. This is the issue 100 Near Mint Anniversary Issue Spectacular. 100 big pages, $10. This is the one I was going to offer Angel specifically. You might already have it. I know you're a big collector and, big public servant-minded person. But I have the variant B cover of Obama fist-bumping Savage Dragon. So 145 is the B cover variant. Obama 145. If you don't already have that, obviously I'll put it out for anybody. But if you want that, you can have it. It's cool. Can you get both 15? No one else claimed this one in the interim, so sure. Sure. I was tickled when I saw this. It's the fist bump. The fist bump did it for me. I knew he appeared in there. I knew that. But the fist bump cover was just like, yeah, that's cool. I like you. All right, here is the Star Wars. This is the original Star Wars. Not Empire Strikes Back, not Return of the Jedi, the original Star Wars. Read-along book. I have one. My son has one. I have one for my son on his own bookshelf. We read. It does not have the cassette tape. I don't even have the cassette tape with my son. And if I did, I don't have any way to play the cassette tape. I just read it to him. So this is kind of like a little golden book, but it's the Star Wars movie, the first movie's whole plot. And it did come with a cassette originally. This does not have the cassette. It has no tape. And I have it for $10. Here is Moon Knight number 3 in VF. It is the first appearance of the Midnight Man. Moon Knight 3 in VF. And then this is a Moon Knight 28 in Near Mint, $4. And I might as well just finish out this Moon Knight kick. Moon Knight number 35, double-sized in VF for $3. VF, $3 issue 35, 28, $4 Near Mint. VF, maybe VF Plus, number 3, first Midnight Man. Mona Lisa, $5. Oh crap, I put out all those Moon Knights. The first Moon Knight I put out was this one. Mr. LaFranca, do you want this Moon Knight? I forgot that I don't have letters. I probably shouldn't put out the same things. All Moon Knights for 10. Well, that certainly makes things simple, sir. And here is a low-grade copy of Donald Duck 41 from 1955, Golden Age 10-cent cover, low grade, $10. So all 3 for $10. Nice snag there. And that is Mr. LaFranca. Oh, you wanted both of the 50 and the 100 for 15, and then I put out this one that you already have. Is that what you're saying? Angel. I have the B cover. Sounds like you want both of those for $15, $50, and $100. Cool. I did it. Here is What If 25. It's in fine condition. And is What If Thor and the Avengers Battle the Gods? For the love of Jane Foster, he will destroy the universe. Figured as much. Here is Avengers 147. $8. Cool Scarlet Witch cover versus the Squadron Sinister. Well, speaking of cool Scarlet Witch stuff and Vision, I got some. Oh yeah, I got some cool stuff. I can kick that for a little bit. Scarlet Witch one shot, Mystic Arcana. Near mint. $6. Scarlet Witch one shot. Yeah, I got you, Angel. I figured it out. And you got all 3 Moon Knights, Joe. That's fine. That made things very simple for me. And then this is that cool run of West Coast Avengers where John Byrne took over and did crazy stuff with the Vision. So there's that Vision where they brought him back from the dead and he was more like a synthoid, just like it was completely white and had like no emotions. But it's Behold the Vision's homage to the other cover. I have no earthly idea why Oral Crisis is this. That looks like the most ridiculous thing I've seen him do. I put these together as a nice little run that is called Vision Quest. They all say Vision Quest. I have 43, 44, and 45. I wanted them priced as a run. I understand this one was the key. First appearance of the colorless Vision. But now what I was going to do here, just to make this, just salvage this, 43, 44, and 45 together for the $15. So very Vision and Scarlet Witch centric. 43 to rescue the Vision. 44, Better a Widow. And then 45. And this is when John Byrne took over the West Coast Avengers. And that is all 3 now for 15. All 3 for 15. I have both the newsstand and the direct of this 25th anniversary frame cover of West Coast Avengers 14 with Hawkeye winking at you. That is just $4. Vision, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch. We got all them. We got about a half hour left on this show. Been a fun show. Making stuff happen. This book, I love this cover, and it jumped the hell up. Severely underordered. Deadpool X-Force cover. Alex Ross doesn't often do 90s characters. I mean, at DC, he cuts it off at like Firestorm. He's like, I don't want to paint any characters that are modern. Cut it off right there. Do the Satellite Era, I'm done. Bronze Age, I'm out. But for Marvel, there he is on the X-Force doing the Liefeld characters. It's issue 4, and this is a $20 key. Severely underordered, crazy low print run, lots of aftermarket movement. I had that at the $20 that it is listed for recently. And here is Vision and Scarlet Witch #1. Vision and Scarlet Witch #1 and near mint. Really nice looking copy there. What? My wife's just ordering things on Amazon? What is going on here? I get notifications all the time. Vision Scarlet Witch #1. Would you do 10 on the West Coast Avengers? I don't know. I already went down by putting these two in with it. But yeah, I could do that. That is a near mint copy. Could have rebagged that. But nice hologram. Beautiful copy there. So I got Mr. Roy Ugarte. For these. And Vision Scarlet Witch 1. That Vision 12, it looks like, though, Alex Hoops is claiming this one before because he says Vision 12, and it's definitely Vision for $12. So that does look like that's got it, Mike. Really nice copy there. Here's a fun book. Yes, it is mid-grade. I don't know. This is like... Nah, it's higher than mid-grade. Wish you would put some grading on some of these. Fawcett, huh? This is Red Circle Archie, Red Circle Comics Group, The Chilling Adventures in Sorcery. Looks a lot like some of those reprints they've done recently with Sabrina. Love this trade dress. I'm going to say Fine Plus. Issue 4, 20 cents. I just love that trade dress. The slabs I had, this one is the first null. It is the third print. So that's the super rare low print run, which is also his first cover appearance. So you get Null's first appearance, his first cover appearance on a low print run, third print. But the third print is his first cover appearance. He's not on the cover of the first or second print. First appearance inside, and then it's signed by both of the creators, both the writer and artist. Signature series by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman for $900. 9.8 signature series, double signed, first null cover appearance. $900 in a 9.8. Woo! I got first appearance of the Ghost. First appearance of Ghost. $20. I got Inhumans with the Hulk. And this is a great copy. Put it at VF. Just being harsh on it. That is a beautiful copy of Inhumans. Number 12, 30-cent cover. The Hulk, $8. Oh, this is sweet. Got this icon Issue 25 has a gold foil, or not gold foil, gold ink on the logo, celebrating Milestone's 3rd year of publication. And this is Icon number 25 anniversary issue for $15. And here's something super fun. Impossible Man Summer Vacation Spectacular number 1 and Impossible Man Summer Vacation Spectacular number 2. Cowabunga dudes. This one is ridiculously 90s. 1991 Impossible Man Special and 1990 Impossible Man Special Summer Vacation Spectacular number 1. So you got 1 and 2 together in near mint for $8. Nah, Black Cotton, I am out. I am out of Black Cotton. Sold all that for cover price, man. I think I sold like the web variants for a little bit more just because I paid a little bit more. But yeah, this is the worst thing I would ever do. There's no way in the world I'd put this over the coolest part. The Dark Might Returns, Mighty Mouse. A rodent for the 90s. It's number 1. Who cares about any of that? $4. Mighty Mouse, The Dark Might Returns, and you have that Dark Knight homage cover. It's cool. I got Phoenix Endsong number 1 in near mint. Phoenix Endsong number 1 in near mint. Great Greg Land Phoenix cover. Have that for $5. And then for War Song, I have all 1 through 5 of War Song. All 1 through 5 of War Song for just $12. Just $12 for all 1 through 5 of that. I have this Mighty Mouse number 1 for $4. Inhumans 12 for $8. Red Circle Chilling Adventures in Sorcery number 4 for $6. Just love that trade dress. It's ridiculous. It does something for me. And we still have this Obama issue. Angel Perry already had this one. She bought the other 2 Savage Dragons. Someone's making an offer on this. I have this still. Really think it would sell in the store though. Seems like an impulse buy. Here was a cool book. EC reprint. Vault of Horror. One of those pre-Comics Code. EC reprint. Vault of Horror. This is number 4. It might have just been a line of EC reprints, and this was the 4th one in that line. But Vault of Horror is $3. We got is that blue cover picture of Spider-Man. All right, you can take that. The Obama. I think I had $10 on it earlier. It's a great copy. Had $10 on it if you want to make an offer. And then I think I had that on here. I did. So that for $6 is gone. I actually have more than one of this Vault of Horror. Blue cover for Henley. You got it, Zach. And Mighty. What did I have out that was Mighty? Mighty Mouse. Yes, I did have that. That looked fun. What did I do with it? Right over here. All right. Cool. I'll do it for $7, man. Mr. Robert C. Paulson, the Shields. If you want to meet me at $7, I can do that. And this mighty was LaFranca. South Park comes back March 10th. Wonderful. Just got a text about that from my wife. I was complaining about it. I was like, how come they did a pandemic special and then just nothing? Just nothing. Come on, they have to be inspired to do something. You know, these are unprecedented times. Make fun of them. Ready for some new South Park. Dun dun dun. This is the entire run of Phoenix War Song 1 through 5 for just $12. And now it's time for another break. So get ready for a break.
Hey, it's Kyle. Welcome in to the pull list. We're here every Tuesday night on the comic book shopping experience, the EXP. We're here to talk about your pull list, which is the books that you've got coming out at your local comic shop this week that you should be picking up. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to talk about my pull list.
Beautiful day. Just gonna jaywalk across Spring Garden. Yeah. I grew up by the library, next to Winston Churchill, eating pizza every day like some Ninja Turtles. The kid who burgles from St. Pat's to Gus's Pub at the Public Gardens, feeding ducks by the spud. What's up, cuz? A Grace baby in the place, y'all. And like Glace Behe, love baseball. From the Commons to the Wanderers' grounds, and you know I feel weird when no water's around. Down at the harbor front where I used to dishwash. Before I quit to get a job pulling rickshaws, I was spitting raw, just a kid from the peninsula. You might have seen picking up liquor on Agricola, the particular deliverer of the mail star, hopping fences, hanging out at the rail yard, or a pier, just watching the harbor hop and feeling fat like Miller's old barbershop.
Hello. We're back for the final bit of the show. I put out some new stuff. This is the first appearance of Forge. It's issue 184. It's in VF Plus's newsstand. First appearance of Forge. Then I have Legend of NASCAR, number 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 for $8. They all have a hologram on them. This is Richard Petty. They all have a hologram on them. 1, 2, and 3. And this is number 251. I have 2 copies of this. And this is that iconic cover that has been homaged. And then here is Lynn Wein, Kelly Jones on Swamp Thing. All 1 through 6. All 1 through 6. And at $20. I take an offer on that. But it's Lynn Wein, Zatanna, and Swamp Thing. Cool. By issue 6, they changed the DC logo. Got a little Justice League Dark going on here. So that is 1 through 6 for $20, our best offer. What we got going on here? Then I have this retailer incentive variant, perfect condition of By the Horns, $10. Take down these NASCARs. And then I have the first appearance of Callisto and the Morlocks. This is a near mint copy of Uncanny X-Men 169 for $7. I really like that second print with the gold. Second print, X-Force #1. That metallic gold on the cover. $4. Callisto and the Morlocks over there. And I have this amazing Spider-Man 209. Nice Craven cover. And this is the first appearance of Calypso. You have Callisto or Calypso. Make a whole tongue twister out of that. 209, 169. Had 2 copies of this. Just love that cover. Brings back lots of nostalgia. 184. Swamp Thing for 12. Yeah, I got some bites on stuff. So I got that Swamp Thing for 12 for Joe LaFranca. And what is this 184? Where did I have a 184? Oh, that's the 184, the Forge. Cool. I'll figure it out. Wasn't that one? It's still here. 184 for 7. And now it's 5. I got you, bro. I thought I'd already pulled it down for some reason. Lundberg. Cool. So you guys saw how these offers go. Seem to be going pretty good. Here is 215 for 14. Or you can make offers. And this Marvel Universe #4 handbook. This is the ones that go in the loose leaf. Oh, and this collection that I'm picking up tomorrow. This is part of when I saw this. I was like, oh my Lord. I wanted this for myself for a while. It's the Who's Who for DC. That is the update ones that are like the loose leaf 3-hole punch binder ones. The entire run of Who's Who from those 90s binder ones. And I got the binder in another collection and I kept it because I loved it. And I'm like, man, it'd be so nice to have the Who's Who to put in this binder. And then tomorrow I will have that. I'm having a lot of fun being a fanboy. You know, I'm still a retailer. I'm just also a fanboy for certain things. Here is $269 for $8. All right. I've got the special edition of Super Pro #1. Yeah. The Bucks won, dude. The Bucks won. It was hardcore. All right. I do want to show the binder I spoke of. Here is the Secret Invasion Scrolls one-shot. Near mint, Greg Horn cover. Pretty sick cover. Greg Horn Scrolls one-shot with a pretty intense Greg Horn cover. That is $10. Had this I have no doubt Aura looked it up for that, but I would take less for that. I don't think you just made that price up. Here is Super Soldier, #1. It's a mashup of Clark Kent and Steve Rogers. And here is Marvel Premiere 61, Marvel Premiere featuring Star-Lord and VF Plus, and it's a newsstand copy. VF Plus newsstand copy, Marvel Premiere 61 Star-Lord. Had it for $16. I still have a Hero Trade for $900. And I have the Venom 3 third print, also for $900. Double signed, $9.8. Man, March 10th, South Park's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna look up that Venom one more time to see if I can go down any lower on that. Venom 3 third print, CGC 9.8 signature series. Sold most recent. Someone took an offer at $1,300. And then there's signature series that sold for $650 plus shipping, but it was only signed by Cates, not both Cates and Stegman. So the Cates and Stegman one took best offer, listed at $1,300. One recently sold for $780, signed by just Cates. So it looks like Cates and Stegman together sold most recently for whatever they took under $1,300 as a best offer. Might have been $900, but it sold multiple times for $650. That third print 9.8 signature series only signed by Cates, not double signed by both Cates and Stegman. So it's obviously worth more than this $650. Less than $1,300. I have it priced at $900. It's definitely worth more than the $650 because it's signed by Stegman as well. Makes me think that if I put it on eBay, seeing as it sold for $650 multiple times, only signed by one, that I could probably get $750 on eBay with it double signed. And I do put high price stuff on eBay sometimes. Yes, I'll get it right on that. And let's see. So there. If someone wants to save me from having to list this on eBay, there it is for $700. For $700. Like I said, most recently it sold twice, once just a few days ago, for $650 plus $25 shipping, and that's only signed by one Cates and not Stegman. It's only signed by the writer and not the artist. This is signed by both. Shipping is just $10, and you might have already paid that. $700. I think I already have pictures of it that I had an employee take pictures, so I could list it on eBay. I'd be okay with $700 though. But I think if I listed on eBay for $700 plus $25 shipping, it would probably sell in less than a day. Seeing as it sold multiple times for $650, and it recently sold on the 18th for whatever it was that they took best offer under 1,300. We don't know. It just says best offer 1,300. So $700 for that. And I also had this at 900. If anyone was thinking about this, on the fence about this, you can private message me about it. We can make this happen. Yes. It's nice to be back on YouTube. I used to be on YouTube every Tuesday doing New Comics Now reviews of new books every single Tuesday. I did that for like a friggin' decade. Like, seriously. I'm not exaggerating. Every single Tuesday. It was crazy. I would just open the boxes, read the books. The books I knew I wanted to check out, I knew were either good or might be good or people want to know. I'd read them and then I'd instantly go right to that video. So we're about to close down. Before, I need to talk about something special for next week. Here is Omega 7 Comics, the saga, The Original Man. The Original Man, Alonzo Washington, publisher, writer. All new collector's item, Mega 7 Comics, The Original Man. That is $6. Next week, we'll be here. But before that, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have a special for Black History Month. In Black History Month strong, Saturday and Sunday. And that is going to be, I think it's at like 10 a.m. Let me get back on here and check this. So I actually am interested in this. I just found out about today. I think there's more information coming soon. But next Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., we will have Black Comics Universe presented by Peep Game Comics in celebration of Black History Month. And just watch all the Experience socials for updates this week. So that's timely. And it's going to be Black History Month special, Black Comics Universe, Peep Game here on the XP this Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of time to fill. Crazy. Let's see what they do. Good times. So we're about wrapping up here. David Walker. Nice. Nice. I like that guy. Did some good shaft. Damn right. Here is this $700. Message me, man. Someone did text me and said, "Oh my Lord, that is a great price for that." So all it takes is someone saying that's a great price. I've wanted that. I love Venom, and I have $700. That's probably the key part. And I have $700. Here is Machine Man, all 1 through 4. Really cool covers there. And number 2 is the first appearance of Arno Stark, Iron Man 2020. So this is the first appearance of Arno Stark, Iron Man 2020. That is the bulk of the value of these 4. So there's these 4 in near mint for $15. It's Machine Man 1, 2, 3, and 4, all 4 parts. And number 2 is a key. That is the first appearance of Arno Stark. I just love the art on this. 1 through 4, $15. $15. Going back to these comments. Yeah, Mr. Shields, that is a steal. Surprised you haven't offered me $650 for it. Here's something that I actually kept a run of this for myself recently. I saw it. I was like, you know what? I'd like to reread this. I don't really remember this. I got all the figures. Love superpowers. I know I was aware of this as a kid. I don't think I had the reference to Jack Kirby then as I do now. But is Jack Kirby superpowers? You know, obviously, as a kid, I knew that the superpowers line was very heavy on Kirby characters for Series 2 and Series 3. Maybe too heavy that the whole thing got canceled after Series 3. But there were some great figures. My favorite figure line of all time. And this is all 5, 1 through 5 of the first Superpowers run. And this is Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby, 1 through 5, $20. 1 through 5, $20. You didn't have any in your collection already. Cool. Hey, see if Rutledge wants it. Alex Rutledge. Don't know how you feel about Venom, but I know you're a connoisseur of pedigree comics. That's about it for tonight. We had a great show. Super fun. We'll be back on Tuesday with all new stuff on our show on our own page, a comic shop's Facebook page. We'll be live. And then on Wednesday from 8 to 10, we'll be live again on the Comic Book Shop and Networks page. And Sunday we'll be back here. So, yeah, man. Good times. I'm going to wrap this up. If anyone has any more claims, feel free to message me on Facebook. Just message me on Facebook. I mean, it might go into my other messages, but I can handle that. I'll see that eventually. And I'll click on it. But, yeah, just message me and make an offer or make a claim. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about this Venom 3. I'd like to sell that without listing on eBay. It was actually painless, though, listing that Spider-Man 300. I had that in 9.6, first Venom. Sold it in like a day for $15.25. And I already got the positive feedback on it. So I'm not sweating. That was actually reasonable. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see you on Tuesday on our own page. Thanks, guys. Bye.